Hello and Happy New Year. Thanks for joining us. This is episode 16 of Muay TV Podcast. I'm your host, Ezra Regan. Once again, my co-host, Nico Sal Apollonio, and special guest joining us, Coach Arturo Leyva. Gentlemen, it's good to get together.
Yes, sir.
Always.
And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. How'd the holidays go?
For me, it was cool, man. Chill. See the fam. See the girls' fam. Get the stocking stuffers, new socks.
Ooh.
But yeah, man. For the most part, all good.
Normal routine?
Nice.
Yeah. Skipped out on work this year, so yeah, things are good. How about yours?
Well, we're still kind of in it, aren't we?
Yep.
Somewhat. It still feels like it.
Yeah.
And it's been long.
Mm.
It's been long. It feels like the holidays start on Halloween.
Mm.
You know, late October, and then boom, you're right on to Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And then right on to Christmas and New Year's back to back. Also, it was packed full of fighting events.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
the end of the year was crazy. So it was like the contrast of that big rush we had dealing with all the holiday events and all the extra traffic. And, you know, if you did any shopping or anything like that, you got to get that going. And then it kind of just stops. Like it got real quiet and slow.
Yeah.
And again, the change of pace, especially for me, I'm used to doing stuff every weekend and being in the gym all day, holding pads, and then I'm sitting at home.
Mm.
I'm eating C's candy at 10 a.m.
As you should be.
I'm sleeping in,
Yeah.
you know. Also, what was up with the fog?
Bro,
We had some
That was
insane-
wild.
Eerie.
The fog.
Yeah.
Maybe some of you guys.
The mist.
Yeah, but the fog laid on us, I mean, during the whole holiday season. It seemed like months that there was just a fog, like we lived in Transylvania or something like that.
Silent Hill.
It was eerie at night and during the morning, especially waking up like at 6, getting to work. I was like, where am I going? Where is directions? I'm so lost. It was crazy.
And it affected me. It was interesting. You know, it was the holiday season, you know, everything's going on. But then we're driving around. We're living life in this fog. It was like we were living in Seattle or you know. But even up there, I don't think anywhere is like it was here, where there was constant fog. And it was a strange fog that went all the way down the California Greenbelt.
Yeah.
Me and my wife actually, you know, we started to feel it, like in the energy and the mood. So we took a drive up into the foothills to get out of it.
Okay.
It didn't follow you there?
Well, we got
I'd imagine, right?
well, we got to about 1,000-foot elevation
Oh, dang.
in Auburn. You know, Auburn, beautiful Auburn, not too far, maybe 15 miles from here, up 80.
Yeah.
And it's sunny. It was sunny, and it was almost 70 degrees.
Oh, wow.
In December. And down here in the valley, it was in the 40s.
Yeah, bro.
So it was a transverse weather system, which is odd, and it was lasting for months. But we went up. We're actually going to Nevada City where we got married.
It's my spot.
Yeah, the Spotty.
It's the little
And
spotty.
you know what? So was everyone else.
Oh.
And
Victorian Christmas?
yeah.
Yeah.
And you went. You kind of inspired me to go. But never go. Lesson learned. Never go.
That's my bad.
To Victorian Christmas in Nevada City 2 to 3 weeks out on the weekend with your wife, because we got up there, you couldn't even turn around your car.
Oh.
I mean, everyone was going up there. So we just
Yeah.
turned back around, came back down to Auburn.
Okay.
It was nice.
Fair enough.
We
Love
had
that.
some Italian food.
Nah.
Terrible.
Ah.
Terrible and expensive. You know, eating
don't you
out
hate
these
that?
days, so expensive. But we were starving. We were just going to make a holiday time of it. But yeah, we had some terrible meat sauce for about $70 at the end of it.
Oh,
Tip,
dude.
yeah, tip everything. And Anyways, don't get Italian in Auburn.
Remorse.
Yeah, you know that's my
Not known for their
that's
Italian
my
cuisine.
Yelp review. Yeah, save that one. Also, we had the holiday party for the gym. That was a highlight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
beautiful.
that was a memorable moment, and I appreciate you putting that together, Sal.
Oh, yeah, of course, man. The team and you deserve it. Things were, I had my Sally Awards.
Yeah.
If
That was
anyone's
sick.
seen it out there, yeah, it was a lot of fun to do, and it just brings everyone together, outside of the gym, we see each other week to week, but to be able to do something and also hit you with a nice surprise, it was cool,
You guys did surprise me.
Yes, sir.
And again, shout out to the team for that one. I actually got this shoes on, but yeah, you guys, I never expect to get anything as the coach. I'm the old grandpa, so I'm looking forward to buying everyone stuff, awkwardly giving these guys gifts, and you guys got to receive them. So that was nice. And again, thanks. Thanks for
The
that.
plan was to save up a little bit more money to get you a pair of Etnies because you posted on your story, and I'm like, dude, those look just like Etnies. So if we just, oh yeah, we got you this thing, and then you open it up and you're like, you gotta act like you liked it, and then we were gonna bring the real gift. And it was going to be sick, but it worked out perfect.
I was so confused. I was like, is this for all of us? Like all the coaches? Like what is this? Is this a fruit basket?
Split custody.
Yeah.
I get it
was
next
some
week.
Big oversized box, and then boom. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. And I've been wearing them ever since.
Nice.
It's just so comfortable. And the toe box is spread. It gives it a different feel, almost like a Birkenstock and a trainer mixed together. I highly recommend. But I never would have bought those for myself. I was looking at them for months. And you know what? I saw my checker at Target had the Etnies. The classic Etnies that Balenciaga copied their logo, and it kind of looks like. And we took a little picture. He was like, yeah, those are sick. I was like, yeah, look, there are copies of yours. They're extremely expensive versions, but
Plus
they're goated.
$700.
Yeah, when the Parisian fashion house makes a high-end model of that, they're goating that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what Prada did with the Carhartt jacket. It's the Carhartt jacket, but they made it. It's got a leather collar, $4,000. But guess what? I got the original one.
You're like,
I see
boom.
it. I see it.
Goat.
And also, I want to do a disclaimer that award shows that I held, no shade. I just want to let everyone know. Love
that's a good
what
idea.
y'all do, but my fault if I didn't mean to, tug on anyone's heart.
Is that how you feel it came off?
Maybe. I don't know. Because
I don't think
Were
so.
you hurt?
No, because I made the joke on Instagram of like, I don't even get nominated, so I'm gonna be like a little diva about it. But really, it's all in good fun. And then it was like, there's an opportunity to do my own little thing.
Now, when I talked to you at the gym about it, you didn't seem to care. Then the official nominations came out, and you were like, what? Bullshit. You know how many broadcasts I did? I was in Merced. I was in Stockton, for Christ's sake. But no, you know what? You did a great job.
Yeah,
and
thank you guys.
we threw you right into the fire. Not only there, but here on the podcast. And the podcast is a weird setting, right, Coach? Coach Art, how you doing down there?
I'm good. This is a trip, especially with the lights and talking and everything. But it's cool though. I love it. I think this is a good opportunity, especially just to get some new. What am I looking for? The right word? Just some experience in doing media like this. So this is pretty rad. So yeah, I love it so far.
Yeah, it's an interesting experience. And then I've been doing it a while, but I still get pumped. The first 15 minutes, my head's spinning. And Sal, you've done a few.
I'm getting there.
Yeah,
I'm getting up there.
But when you're a guest, you're never on here. And then it's a pretty intimidating situation to walk into, especially the headphones and the microphone kind of create its own environment.
It does. It's basically just telling you like, oh, you're on, like and your voice is going to be heard. People can see you very clearly. I'm just like, oh, wow, this is definitely different. But at the same time, I'm kind of stoked for it because I've always want the opportunity to be able to talk and let people see who I am and what I'm about. So I'm really excited for this opportunity. So yeah.
You know what? It just seemed appropriate to have you on.
Thank you.
You've been a big part of my program the last couple of years, and I hadn't had you on yet.
Did you? I could have sworn.
No. We had you and Berto was the commentary team from A1 Muay Thai 3, but not Coach Art. And yes, man, I appreciate you so much, and it just seemed right. You're a staple in Sacramento Muay Thai. If you know Sacramento Muay Thai, you know Coach Art. And yeah, man, it's great to have you on. You got a really interesting story, and I would.
Thank you.
There's no two others I would like to go into a new year, a new season than you two guys. And you guys have been a big part of what I'm doing here at UFC Gym with a massive team.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That means a lot, man. Thank you.
Yeah, it's good to have all three of us on at the same time so I can lecture and critique your work and give you some feedback.
Let's go.
Give you some feedback and let you know what we need to do this year. Just kidding. Speak freely, gentlemen.
Oh, I will. Thank you.
If you mean it. Yeah. If you mean it.
If you say so. Like, all right.
But yeah, man.
But over the holiday break, there were some interesting fights.
Yeah.
There was a lot of interesting fights over the last 2 or 3 weeks. Did you guys watch them?
I watched a couple of them. I know I took a look. Obviously, I watched the Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua fight. I think that was definitely a fight that needed to happen in the sense of kind of setting the standard in regards to, like, you don't play boxing. Like, and I give respect to Jake Paul for what he's done, but at the same time, he hasn't fought a real fighter, and to go up in such a level and in such a difficult weight class. Sometimes in my head, I'm wondering, was it really for the honor of fighting, or was he doing it for the money? There's so many things that happen, but I think it was like just a good trend setter of like, hey, this is what happens when you step in there with someone world class and someone that's bigger and taller and also stronger and skillful. I think that was a very interesting thing to see.
So you were into it.
I was into it in the sense of just wanting it to just for it to finally happen and to see what Jake Paul really could do when he fought someone that didn't have boxing skills, that came strictly from Olympic boxing, professional, and then on top of that, you know, it's the spectacle, but now you're in there with someone that's done this on a high level. Like, it's not a joke anymore. Like,
an Olympian.
Yeah, a real he basically an Adonis. I mean, look at that guy. He's crazy. Wow. Just, I give Jake Paul props in regards for his courage, but that was a very interesting fight.
I don't like the Jake Paul hate. Honestly, I think for what he's done in the 3 years that he's trained, he's making the walk, and he's making it a spectacle. Like, people want to tune into boxing, and if you're going to consume the sport, I feel like that's a good thing, period.
So you like it too?
Yeah. It's fun. No? Not into that? Why?
No, I watched it, and I tune in. I think the main reason I'm tuning in is to watch what Netflix and the Jake Paul company is doing with boxing moving forward. Yeah. There's a lot of changes happening in boxing, and it's a real spectacle. Sometimes not in a good way. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard for me to watch. Yeah. But I do watch. I went up to the local pub in my neighborhood during the day of the fight, and the guys at the bar were like, "Oh, Ezra, you're a boxing guy. You going to watch the fight?" And I was like, They're like, "What, are you above it?" And I was like, no, actually, yeah. But no, I'm going to watch. The undercards are always legit.
Yeah.
There's some great fights on the undercard, and I tuned in for that. I thought the semi-main event, I forget the 2 female athletes that were in it, but it was a legit 12-round world title fight. And part of the marketing of the fight was, instead of doing the regular 2-minute rounds, they did 12 3-minute rounds, which was interesting. And, you know, it was a great sales promotion pitch that, you know, the modern woman fighter can do the same thing as the men's, and let's play on even grounds. But it was a super competitive fight.
I think
it was a massive ring.
Yeah.
And it went all 12 rounds.
Yes.
And 12 rounds in boxing, how long is that?
36 minutes, right?
Plus the break.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're adding.
It's an hour.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's an hour. And I know because my brother used to do 12 rounders.
Yep.
It's so long. We used to have to bring 10 bottles of water because that's how many rounds there were. It was insane.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to be out there for an hour. But, it was a very tactical fight with two smaller fighters. They had lots of room to move around. So I took a nap. It was so long and tactical. I took a nap, and then I woke back up, and it was still on.
Yeah.
I woke up. I saw the end of the fight, and then I went on to watch the Jake Paul main event. But it just seemed like boxing compared to where combat sports is going in the future, I don't think it aligns very well. How many
fair.
people are going to sit there and dissect that boxing match for 12 rounds?
Yeah.
There was no knockdown. I was waiting for the elbow. I was waiting for the clinch and work the knee.
Yeah.
And just being someone that works in the Muay Thai industry and seeing the 3-rounder
Yeah.
and the 5-rounder, like what Raja has going on now, and even though it's an older format, the format works better for these days. Muay Thai is more exciting, whether it be male or female, and that made me feel good. That was kind of the silver lining. I'm like, man, what we're doing blows us out of the water. The Jake Paul fight, to be completely honest, in my opinion, looked fixed. It looks like they moved around for a couple of rounds. The lead body shots from the heavyweight champ from the UK, that was interesting. He could have just gotten a hold and gone to work. And I mean, no shame to him. He's a pro. He took his time in placing that shot. Jake Paul going down to the ground like that, that becomes a foul after you start losing points after you start going to the ground like that after 2 or 3 times. And that was hard to watch.
Yeah.
But once they were trying to sell the fight in the size difference, I mean, who's going to buy that? Also, they lost a lot of my respect in anything he was trying to do legit with the Mike Tyson fight. Watching the Mike Tyson fight, and that was tough to watch.
Yeah.
And they can do that in the gym all the time. Now, he did really get hit. He did take that heavyweight punch on the chin, but it almost like he was like, waiting to take it. And man, what a punch to take! For how much money did they make?
50 million or 60 million, something like that.
Yeah. And then I was paying attention to the aftermath. The media is, it's so overwhelming. Leading up to it, it's a joke, and then afterward, the media afterward might be even worse. Like, they're going to get paid this much. He's in the hospital. Look at these pictures. It's just, it's really garbage to me. And it's tiring. It's tiring. We got a lot of legit fight media that we're trying to keep up with, and you got this polluting my timeline. It made me want to cut my screen time in half during the couple days following that. But again, the takeaway, the production, where combat sports is going in the future, not only Netflix, but Paramount jumping in and buying the rights to UFC. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. And again, if we're expecting Muay Thai to grow into some kind of sector where it's a main sport for Americans to view, or in the world viewing audience, we need to be paying attention to what these other sports are doing. And not just combat sports, but we've been studying baseball.
Yeah.
We've been studying soccer, like I talk about. There's a lot of lessons to be learned. So I'm tuning in. But the Crawford crash out, that was pretty fun.
That was crazy.
And he got a lot of love and he got a lot of hate. You can see who's on the WBC side and who has, who's not,
Right.
And then, the way he put it was pretty simple, to where the WBC, do they think they're better?
I mean, apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently, if you're going to put all those fees on your biggest draw, the top dog, it's, I don't know. It's sad that it actually cut any future bouts that could have been made for him, And that's just such a big player and a big circumstance that we got to deal with as fans. Now we don't get to enjoy him. I mean, he was going to retire anyways, but I mean,
It expedited it, basically. I mean, money can do that in any sport or anything like that. It's just a matter of like when does it become necessary for the sanctioning bodies to get this money so they can, I think Suleiman went on YouTube and he was trying to explain why they pay or why they do or why they ask for the money that they do. But at the same time, you could just tell he's going to encircle, and I was just like, well, I mean, you're not really giving an answer. You're just kind of going around it. But, that's usually how they will portray their answers is, I'm going to give you a definite answer, but not.
Like a politician.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Governing body.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it just raises an interesting question. Are they better? Are they worth the extra sanctioning? And they do a lot for the sport. They make the sport look great.
Yeah.
And that's one thing we need moving into the future. We need fighting sports to look very professional next to the other sports. And the WBC works very hard. The athletes value that green belt.
They do.
And a lot of times when that belt's on the line, the two people fighting for it are legit. It might not be always the 1 and 2, but yeah, just to get an opportunity, you got to be legit to fight for that. The game's changing, though. And again, we're seeing it with the Jake Paul Netflix thing and boxing in general. We talked about the attention span of the modern audience and how boxing's an old world sport. Also, they're having to bring in celebrities to gain the public's interest over the legit athletes. That's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The novelty.
And in the past, you had polarizing champions that they were interesting to watch and the people could relate to. And you see the UFC working really hard at, giving that kind of visibility to their athletes.
Yes.
To raise that kind of fandom. Almost like WWF. Remember when they used to take the camera into the back?
Oh, yeah.
And there'd be some drama?
Oh, yeah. Always.
They know what they're doing. That was embedded back in the day.
Oh, I love
In
WWF.
the back, the news interview in the back.
Mean Gene Okerlund with Hulk Hogan.
Mean Gene,
Yeah.
let's go.
Let's go. Mean Gene, man.
Sick
Bobby
derp.
the Brain Heenan.
But yeah, a lot of good stuff and enjoyable. Holidays, watching the fights, all different kinds of fights. There was some great stuff happening over in Thailand. We got to see some Americans fighting at Raja.
Yep.
Desilu and then Brendel having some strong performances there, and that's always fun. But Coach Art,
Yes,
our
sir.
special guest, and my right-hand man. For people that don't know, let's go into your background, man. You've had a hell of a year, first of all.
Yeah.
But some people can't even recognize you. Man, congratulations on the weight loss.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
How much?
I officially hit 100 pounds. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. But after the holidays, I gained like 10 pounds back. So there was a lot of menudo and a lot of tamales and enchiladas and stuff like that. So I was chilling. These 2 weeks were, like you said, I kind of agree with you. Like, it went from being in the gym every day and only coming in like Monday or Tuesday, and then be at home eating and chilling. So that was a bit of a trip, but it was a well-deserved rest and vacation I needed. So yeah, but yeah, 100 pounds officially, couple like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So yeah,
That's incredible.
thank you.
And yeah, it's going through the pictures for the year.
Yeah.
It was like when we were up in Seattle, it was like a different person.
Yeah.
And I even gave you a different name.
Yes, you did.
What? Mario.
I'm Mario now.
He looks like a Mario.
He be doing that, bro.
Yeah, I know. I got Sal over here. We got Mario now. Let's go. I made it.
But that's awesome, man. I'm glad to see you flip the switch.
Yeah.
And put that kind of pressure on yourself. But that result is crazy. Although I've had a couple other guys that have lost 100 pounds.
Yeah.
But, man, I'm always trying to lose like 5-6 pounds off the dad bod. You get those 40-year-old love handles. And that's hard. That's hard.
No, yeah.
I got some work to do. Get some lifestyle
Gotta
changes.
target the lumbar.
But yeah, when I see you guys, when I see you guys lose 50 kilos, that's insane. I mean, you had to get new clothes.
Yeah, that's a great thing. But at the same, yeah, it was. And the funny part was when we were in Seattle, I was already going through my transformation. So I was already losing weight. I think I was like 20, 30 pounds down at that point. And then I was like, okay, let me buy some new clothes. And then, of course, like literally as I'm going down, I have to go buy another set and then another set. So I'm trying to stay at a weight where I can now fit in clothes I enjoy and everything like that. But yeah, that's new wardrobe. I think 2026 is the year I'm going to try to definitely spruce up my wardrobe to dress a little nicer and no, just represent myself, represent my brand, and also I represent everything here. And I always want to be shine in a good light and represent everyone as best as I can.
So what made the difference?
I was going to ask, yeah.
What made you do that?
So it really started with, as you know, last year I had that foot injury. I partially tore my plantar fasciitis. I think that's how you say it. And then once I had to put the boot on, obviously I had to reduce a lot of my activities. And I had gained, by that time I had hit 303 when I took the boot off. And what really got in my head is like, man, I could still perform at a high level, even with the weight, even with the injury, holding pads, still being here every day, coaching. And I told myself, I was like, okay, if I can do it this time, where I'm at now, why can't I be better at it? Why can't I excel? And I think the most important piece too was like also noticing like I'm willing to still be here and train people, even with the injury, give them that kind of resolve. Why can I not put that towards myself? So that's when I really started kind of taking, if you want to say, my greatest weakness and turn into my greatest strength, which is looking out for others, but then taking that same energy and putting it into myself. And that really just took being able to train 5-6 days out of the week, including holding pads, changing the diet. And, if I can wake up at 5 a.m. to come train somebody at 7, why can't I get up at 5 a.m. so I can go hit the gym, do my cardio, do what I need to do to make myself better? So I think once the boot came off, I was like, okay. And that was in March. I literally started right there and then. I was like, nope, it's time to just get to it, work out and eat better and train harder. And luckily you kind of were a big part of it too, because you allowed me to train with the fighters and still be able to hit the pads when I can, obviously with my responsibilities as a coach, I still have to use that. That's my primary, but still having the opportunity to be able to train and now train at a level with them it's pretty incredible. So it was just a matter of just saying it's time to change. That was pretty much it. It's pretty simple. Just I was ready to do it.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
And congratulations again. Very, very inspiring. And it's an interesting thing. Coaches, they work so many hours in the gym. We're training and helping so many others to reach these amazing heights. And sometimes the trainer's not taking care of himself. They're doing all the work, but they're really getting beat down each year, kind of growing that mileage on their body.
Yeah.
That happened to me. That happened to me at the corner. I opened the corner in 2012, and at first I did okay. But about 4 years in, then I started to feel it, just the amount of work and not taking enough time to keep myself strong.
Yeah.
With rest and diet and basic things. But we were winning. We were winning in Thailand and doing big things, and I was just, leaning into it. But I hit a wall. I started getting weird physical symptoms.
Yeah.
So I had to address it. And, that was a point a couple years ago going into the new year. One of my maxims was balance. And without balance, you can't have longevity.
Yeah.
And also to do your best work, and especially something that's very sharp and demanding like Muay Thai is,
Yeah.
you got to be healthy. You need to do your best work. You got to be sharp mentally, physically, and spiritually.
Yeah.
So I started investing in that a lot right around your age, coincidentally.
Yeah.
How old are you?
40.
40. So
Finally
you're,
officially.
so you're just old enough to be a coach.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Just kidding, Sal.
I'm getting I'm getting it all on the chin right now. Yeah, dude, me too. I'm super healthy.
No,
I'm the spitting image of health for sure.
Sure are. I believe you.
you're still a young lad.
Yeah.
I'm getting up there too.
Yeah.
I'm getting up there too. That'll be 32 this year.
Oh man.
No, but it's something.
Baby.
Yeah, it ebb and flows, your relationship with fitness. And as both of your guys coach, I'm going to continue to put pressure on you.
Yes, sir.
And I'm putting pressure on myself too. It's like not just talking about it. Also, I want to be strong so I can continue to stay in the game and be sharp. Also, you want to be ready. Where I come from, my generation, you want to be ready for the drop at any time in a self-defense situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
But there's bigger battles. We're trying to, do broadcasts and win titles and all kinds of stuff. So there's many ways you're using your fitness, not just in the fist fight, right? Super valuable.
Yeah.
Worth millions.
Yes. Feel like $1 million. I think that's a kind of interesting saying. Now you put that together, like I feel like $1 million. I'm like, yeah.
Feeling like $1 million.
$1 million dollars.
But Coach, talk about your entry into the sport, your background. For those that don't know, and I don't know, I think Sal, maybe, are you guys related?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about your origins, the origins of Cutman Boo.
Oh man.
Full circle.
Full circle. Exactly.
Yeah. Do you want to kick it off?
I mean, I'll start from where I started. So it was actually funny. I was thinking about this, and I was thinking, man, the way I got into Muay Thai it's this simple. It's just very simple. Like I always hear other people's stories, and I'm like, man, they sound like they have these epic stories. And mine was just simply going into a movie theater, watching a nice little Thai film called Ombak with Tony Jaa. And I remember just watching it, and the scene in the movie. If anyone doesn't know what Ombak is, it was basically Tony Jaa was the next big thing in regards to like Jackie Chan style action, self stunts, and all that good stuff. But I went in there with no knowledge of what at the time there's his style of Muay Baran, and obviously like kind of like the Hollywood style or Thai style of movie making. But there was a specific scene where he finally unleashes the Muay Thai, if you want to say. It was just a straight push kick to the face. And I remember the guy's hair just whips out, and it was crazy. And I just sat there. I was like, I want to do that. And so then after the movie, I just remember going to the interwebs on the Googs to check out Muay Thai gyms here in Sacramento. I found two. It was Muay Thai Thai or Muay Thai Lao. And I ended up going to Muay Thai Lao, talking to Arjan Andy K, just one of the old guys from Muay Thai, one of the elders, excuse me, maybe more respectful. And he talked to me, gave me his like spiel in this cell, and explained Muay Thai and Muay Lao and Laos. And literally, I think like 2 or 3 weeks later, I ended up just signing a contract, and boom, there I am. Yeah, pretty simple.
Yeah.
So it was Ong Bak?
Ombak, yep.
Now, our audience knows Ong Bak because we did the top 5 kickboxing movies of all time.
Yeah.
And Ong Bak was on there, right, Sal?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And
Tony Jaa.
see how that works?
Yeah.
Just a
Cinema.
movie. A little bit of media. It just ignited an entire career. And then, yes, Andy K., the infamous Andy.
Oh man, yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No. Much love to Andy K. I mean, if I didn't meet that man and I didn't talk to him, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. Muay Thai Lao. I mean, that's old school from Howe Avenue, and that's actually where I met this guy.
Yeah.
Just like I started first, and I think you came in behind me, and I just remember.
Speak on it, Sal.
Yeah.
For a couple of gym jumpers. Let's hear the origins.
Yeah, man. I remember coming in, and Art was already an established fighter. He was one of the top guys in the gym, and man, he's getting back down in weight.
Yeah.
He's getting back in shape. But I remember that kick was going neck level every time on the bag. And I recall one time we sparred, and I was still like a noob. And you did this thing where you'd grab the ropes in the corner and start stomping hard as hell. And I was a lot more timid back then. And I was just like, oh, my God, this is going to suck. And
Was he trying to intimidate?
I don't know. Were you? Or
No.
You let me know.
No. So basically, Andy because I used to get nervous even before I spar. So Andy would always tell me, like, just stomp in the corner so your legs would get loose. That's the only reason I did it. I never did it to be intimidating. It wasn't meant to be that way. It was just I was nervous. So I would just stomp my legs so I can make sure that they were, like, not, like, tight or anything like that. So that's the origin of that. So There was no intimidation involved, I promise.
No, there was though.
I know.
I'll
Like-
let you know right now, there was, dude. I'm still kind of weary about that.
Yeah, just stomping in the corner. We don't have a ring here anymore. We don't have a ring here. If there was a ring, I probably would stomp in there just so I can. I just got so used to it. After I did get my feet underneath me when it came to sparring, I still just did it because it was just something I did. So, but it was never to intimidate anybody, which is hilarious.
Right on, right on.
I always think that's annoying. In a fight, when they come over and we're standing right there, because they do it in our corner, right?
Yeah.
You do it in the opponent's corner.
Yeah.
So we're
Yeah.
standing right there, and then they come over and the stomping, the loud noise, like that's going to do something,
Oh, yeah.
We're already fighting.
Yeah, we're right here.
It's an interesting tradition, but to each their own.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's not working. But maybe you need to pump yourself up. Maybe you need to summon a little extra wattage. Who knows? But yeah, good luck if you're on the other side. So Muay Thai Lao,
Yeah.
both of you. And you know what? It's interesting changing gyms. And I on my Instagram, I posted something about topics. If any of our viewers had something that they wanted us or myself to comment on, and that was one someone had chimed in with was how to go about changing gyms in the right way.
Yeah.
And their specific reasoning for it was they felt like they didn't fit in, like the ethos or the chemistry with the other guys or the trainers wasn't right.
I felt that leading up to coming into your gym, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah. Speak on that.
It's always just chemistry just doesn't click sometimes, and I feel like I'm a pretty loud figure, especially in here. I can't shut up, but when I first started, man, I was quiet as a mouse, and it just I'd get like social anxiety. But when I started with your gym, I've talked about it before where I was on the verge of quitting, and then I come here and I don't know, something clicked with all the people, and everyone was super cool. And it's like, oh, okay, I'll stick around and keep doing it. But yeah, it's a strange thing.
Now, is that a necessary thing that you're in the clique at the gym? Is that a reasonable reason to go to a different gym?
I wouldn't say so, no.
I think it depends on the person.
I think that's what I was going to say too. It depends on the individual and what you feel. I mean, honestly, if you don't feel comfortable somewhere and you're trying to get better, it's always going to, sometimes like they always say, you have to tough it out sometimes, but if it's been a while and if it's been some time and you feel like there needs to be a change, like I say, go for it. Of course, again, be respectful about it, especially if you're going to leave a gym. I know for me, because I have been with Muay Thai Lab for almost 15 years, that was like the only place I was at. So my situation was a lot more, not intense by like being uncomfortable with them. It was just, I knew that it was going to be a big change for myself. When I left, it was because I have felt like not that I grew Muay Thai Lab, but I felt like we weren't, and not clicking in the sense of social. It was just, I wanted to go in a different direction. I had a different image for myself, my brand, and who I was as a coach. And I was in my late 30s at this point. So I've changed. And for me, I think it was necessary for me to grow, because I feel like I had grown as much as I could with them. And they've grown a lot too after I left, so I'm very happy for them as well.
Yeah.
But at the same time, respectfully, and like if we want to talk about before I left, I had pulled everyone in, the fighters, the head coach, Augie at the time, and let them know what my goals were and what I wanted to do. And not necessarily look for their blessing, but at least let them know, like, hey, this is how I feel. This is what I need to do for myself to move on. And I didn't even have another gym I was going to go to be honest. It was just, I just felt like it was just time for me to separate and do my own thing. So, but I think from a respectful standpoint, always talking to your coaches and the staff and letting them know what's going on and
transparency.
Exactly. That's
sure.
the most important piece, I think.
Yeah.
You guys want to hear what I think?
Please.
I think it's a complex thing. It's not a real black and white, just clear-cut thing. And again, it depends on the person. Some people don't have the luxury of multiple Muay Thai gyms at their disposal.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you live in the NorCal region, yeah, you're getting multiple gyms in the same town, but other places aren't like that. Also, some people are married to a gym. Maybe it's your uncle's gym. Maybe it's not your choice. And then getting along with the people at the gym and the trainers, that's part of learning Muay Thai. There's big lessons there.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, maybe the gym's full of shitheads, but really, it's like that's part of not only gym life, but work life or school life is you need to be able to adapt to different trainers.
Yeah.
You don't have to be best friends with your teammates. I think sometimes that's a mistake people make.
Yeah.
Some of our greatest champions and fighters, they wouldn't even talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
Some people thought they were real assholes because they wouldn't talk, but they were in there to really train and get after it. They were actually competing against each other in some weird type of way, some alpha way. But those are the fighters we had that went the furthest at Sitmanchai and had 20-plus pro fights. So, hey, to each their own. Some people come to the gym for social.
Yeah.
So that's important. And again, depending on where you live, you have the freedom to move around. I think moving for the right reasons, being honest with yourself. And, there has to be some compatibility there. Again, and it's a blessing if you have multiple Muay Thai gyms with credible teachers and have built a gym program that you can go to and sign up with. That's a great thing. But if you're there to learn real Muay Thai, and again, you're not best friends with people, but you're getting good training, I say stay.
Yeah.
Stay. Mm-hmm. And also maybe just friends with the coach. Make the pad holder your guy. You know?
Yeah, right.
That was me in Thailand a lot too. Me and San. I was trying to be San's friend. He wasn't having it. He's like, I'm gonna give you hard ass pad work every time. I know that position. But the other one was if you've outgrown the gym. And I guess the question, the real question being asked is, okay, there's all these different reasons.
Who asked it?
No,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. But what's the right way? What are the protocols? And, as one of the elders, I can speak on a little bit of what I would expect, if someone were to move on from my program. And it happens. It's happened. Not very much, thank God. We have a very inclusive program that works good for, beginners all the way up to championship fighters. But sometimes, it doesn't work. And what's the right way to do it? I think being very honest and very transparent. I believe in Muay Thai because of the underbelly, the ethics involved. If you move like that, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
You level with people. You speak to them on the level and listen, this is what I want to do. This is how I feel. When people come to me, or even if they don't, I'm looking out for them. Like if you come to me and you're like, I want to be a professional boxer, I'm going to be like, you can't do that with me. I know a guy. I know what you need to do. I know professional boxers. Right. Watch out for these pitfalls. But it also, just like Sal, I was like, Sal, you should be a Muay Thai commentator type of guy. You should do shows and podcast type shit. Hear me out, and as a coach and as a leader, that's what I want to do. I want to help people get to their goal or more. Some people don't set a very high goal for themselves. So I'll be like, you're well capable of going past that. You could be champ, It's like Incho. Like I call Incho, although I think he thought he could be the champ the whole time, but I'm like, get your ass in here.
Let's go.
But as a coach, that's my obsession. I see people, I'm like, they could be this, you could do this. And if that doesn't include me, so what? So be it. I still had a hand in it,
true.
And not my selfish little hand in the cookie jar. It was about the betterment, the whole situation. But I would be very direct, like, and everyone can appreciate that. Also, when you don't do that, people love to gossip in Muay Thai.
Oh yeah.
People like to talk shit. In your history in Muay Thai stays around, hopefully the good history, but the gossip. But when you talk on the level and you're very plain about what your intentions and what you're going to do, everyone can respect that.
Yeah.
And all the best to you. All the best to you, and respect to you. That's all you got to do. And acknowledge the trainer. Make sure you pay, maybe give him a little tip. Acknowledge the effort that he put in. That's all he wants.
Yeah.
That you were thankful that this guy showed you his Muay Thai.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well said. Yeah, I require if you try and jump from this program, $1,000 cash, personally in a handwritten letter, or I'll make you kneel on rice.
What do you mean jump?
Get out of this team. I think we got our hooks sunk in them though.
Yeah,
personally,
we got him.
Who, Coach Art?
All of us.
I got plans for you guys.
Oh, for sure.
Again, Art had to come on. A lot of the success that we've had here, he's been a big part of my grand plan. I've been trying to build a something big, so I had to have quality guys. Let's talk about your role.
Yeah.
Coach Art.
Yes, sir.
And, kind of what I have you do here. Who are you? Who are you in Muay Thai?
I'm many of things.
Well, to sit Regan. I mean, in Muay Thai, there is a hierarchy.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
There is a hierarchy, and you play a specific role, as does Sal. Sal's got the seat and the mic,
Yeah,
it's
man.
like you have an identity within Muay Thai. Tell us about it.
So my identity is, I feel that I do a lot in the sense of being the assistant coach. I feel like that has a lot of different tasks and a lot of things that I need to take care of here at the gym. Primarily, one, assisting you, of course, and that comes with either helping during class, pad work, holding for the fighters, holding for people that aren't looking to be fighters, being a cut man, taking care of the fighters, making sure cuts are taken care of throughout the fight, keeping the equipment together, especially when we are out of town, having the right pads, the right equipment that we need to make sure that our fighters are successful and safe, and protecting them and taking care of them during training and after training and during the fight. Probably another thing too is, I feel that I've gained a lot of respect from the fighters and students to be an assistant coach and kind of being there for them. And whenever, I can help uplift, I feel like I try to do that to the best of my ability. At the same time, like, also being adaptable, like whatever you need me to be or what I never need to do for you at that day, at that time, at that minute, at that second, I'm going to do it. Whether I've done it before or not, and I'm going to make sure that I can take care of what I need to do. I feel like at least that's how I feel. It's just being able to change with the moment and the time and what needs to be done is my role here, at least at Sid Reagan and UFC Rockland Gym.
That's a hell of a description.
Yeah, wow.
Nailed that.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I was like, oh, man.
No, but no, I'm serious. You nailed it. You're my number one trainer.
Thank you.
Apprentice. I've been apprenticing you in the fighting arts.
Yes, sir.
Here on the floor at the gym. I work with you on how we're going to train our fighters, including our 5-round champions that have been doing extremely well. Art has been the main pad man for those camps, especially over the last, I would say, 6 months.
Yeah.
And you're my main second. You're my main corner man, cut man, and Art handles all the materials, setup and cleanup. He makes sure I don't have to deal with, or the fighters don't have to deal with any of that. You're that old school cut man. That's what I've always known you as. And when I got you, that's what you did for me. Was I needed a really solid guy in the corner that didn't want to be partying with the buddies in the audience and really wanted to learn the hand wrap style. Sounds like
The strays are going crazy.
bro. This is
Catching the strays, bro.
Just
That's cool. That's chill.
No, but it was a perfect thing because I needed a guy like that. The program grew so big here,
Yeah.
and guys like you are rare.
thanks.
My apprenticeship was kind of forced on me, and I was like, I don't even want to learn this. I was like, I want to hang out with the girls with the belt in the audience, you know. But yeah, meeting you and coming together, you checked a lot of boxes for the team. And also I think the personality,
Thank you.
you know, it's like all three of us have very different personalities.
Very.
So we're able to have that type of reach in that chemistry. Everyone has to deal with me. They might not like it, but you know, I'm looking over the whole team, but it helps to have different coaches that are able to work with different personalities.
Yeah.
And that's nothing new. You know, I've seen how the Thais model it and how the big boss is able to read styles and sizes of athletes and appoint the coach to the fighters. But yeah, it's been a real good thing and a real joy for me because it's something new. I've never had assistant coaches. It's always been me.
Yeah.
I'm the guy. I'm doing all the work and catching all the shots, holding all the pads, and then to do it as a team, it's just like a more professional gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm happy to do it. It's fun.
Oh yeah. It's fun, but it's definitely a passion. It's a love for me. Like, you know, on top of being here, you know, I have a full-time job with the city of Sacramento, so I'm out of the house for 8 hours, and then coming from Oak Park Community Center to here, I have a commitment and a love for this. So, every time I'm here, I don't take it for granted. Like anytime I have an opportunity to learn, to grow, or just help someone get better, like I'm going to do that. Like, and no matter how tired I am or how exhausted I am, once I walk through that door, like my energy level goes right back up and I'm ready to work. So this is definitely something I love it. Like there's just nothing else I could think of myself doing besides this. I've even tried in the past to let it go and try to like pretend like I never did this. There was a really bad point in my life, but at the same time, like I think you said this once, Muay Thai will pull you back in. Like once you're here and you're connected, no matter how much you try to say, oh no, or no, that's not part of me. It says, no, it is, whether you like it or not. And you're going to come back whether you like it or not. And that kind of happened to me a lot. So I was like, okay, like, and now here I am on a podcast talking about Muay Thai. So I'm like, all right, this is rad.
Well, you guys should be proud.
Yeah.
The program, it wasn't just this year. It's been multiple years that I've been building the program, going into my 4th year here at UFC Gym, and you guys helped me to send it into the next gear. And then we've done some important innovations, and it's being looked at. It's being studied, the work that we're doing here at the gym level. And what's happening at the gym level is super important to Muay Thai and American Muay Thai where we're living. We scaled a legit traditional Muay Thai program. We averaged like 35 people a class every day all year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And from beginners to our pros. And that's hard to do. I've been doing it for a long time, although this is my most successful and largest program. But the way that the gyms are being run is being studied, and not just here in America, but around the world. And yeah, we've had a super successful program here, even showing up to the mat fights with, 15 people consistently.
Yeah.
Also showing quality Muay Thai across the team, which is a nod to the skill of the coaching staff, the consistency. It's one thing if you have 1 or 2 superstars, but when you're producing guys every year, and a size of a basketball team, that says something.
Yeah.
We're doing some things right there. The other thing was supercuts.
Oh yeah.
And supercuts, if you guys follow our Instagram, you see the work, you see the visibility through Zach D Productions. Zach does a lot of B-roll video and Instagram reels on what we do at Supercuts. But while the Thai super gyms are watching the format of the large programs here, we're loving the Thai format where you got that one-on-one pad work, not with your friend in the class, which we do that too, large format pad holding, but that one-on-one time with the pad holders, the trained pad holders that are actually dedicating their life and building a skill in holding and have experience holding. It's a totally different thing. In Supercuts, we did that.
Yeah.
And that's hard to do. And you guys know, a tricky thing to do, but I'm really proud of what we did there. And it's been super successful. Every weekend, people are paying for those one-on-one pad sessions, and it's helping them.
Yeah.
Their skill is improving, and they're getting those authentic Thai-style pad workouts.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and Muay Thai is like so big to us, and it's like such a big part of our day. Like I spent the majority of my day here. We had Supercuts this morning, and then come right back for talk about Muay Thai with you. So
how do you like it?
I love it, man.
It's my life.
It is.
I've been living. What do you do with that big wad of cash?
Okay,
right there?
I just want to let people know.
Is that Supercuts?
Supercuts right there. No, I'm
Singles?
Just kidding. Nah, that's valet tips.
I'm like, man, that's a lot of ones, bro. I like it.
No, but Supercuts, very cool. And again, something that's being looked at and questioned in everyone in the industry. We're all learning together and experimenting. And I always love to be creative enough to put the plan into action. What can we do? How can we make it better for the members? How can we make it affordable? How can we make it better? Yeah. And that was a brilliant come together. And it was even interesting to see fighters from other gyms and other students from other areas wanting to take advantage of that. And you can.
They can?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
As long as we're not going to fight them.
Yeah, that's totally different.
Yeah. But sometimes maybe you're just a student. Maybe you want to experience another style.
Yeah.
Maybe you're a teacher. I had different teachers reaching out to me. I'm older, a couple generations older than a lot of the current coaches and teachers. Also, I'm a pretty well-known pad holder. I have an interesting pad style. And even if you hit pads with a guy for a couple of weeks, you'll learn some stuff.
Yeah.
You'll see their perspective. Now with me, I have 15 different styles. So I might not reveal the one that you're wanting, but we can talk about it. He's specific. But yeah, the Supercuts, super proud of that work. And I think I might want to tap in for some sessions. You guys better get ready. I gotta get in shape.
Let's go.
Run it.
Gotta get in shape. Gotta drop this 8 pounds.
I got
Sal,
coach.
pad up.
I'm with it. Run it.
Now, talk about pad holding. Now, that's your other main skill.
Yeah.
You're my head pad holder, and you have a specific style. Talk a little bit about your approach to pad holding.
So my approach to pad holding really comes from just from what I used to learn and how I come about with how I was taught on how when I would hit, I had a specific crew that taught me. His name was Crew Tanom, and his basis was getting the fighter tired and then having them work technique after the fact, because his whole philosophy behind that is that if you can do it while you're tired and you can embed it in your brain, then you're going to be fine in a fight. Because sometimes, you can be in the best shape in the world, but you might take that shot to the liver that might knock all the wind out of you, and then that changes the whole game. So what are you going to do? Are you going to revert to being sloppy in your technique, or are you going to remember those pad holding sessions where we were able to get you tired to the point of where the technique's still there and you can hide your pain, you can hide getting hurt? So for me, I'm pretty much I don't know if I'm a fast pad holder, but I certainly keep a consistent pace and I push you over and over and over. And I am not one to entertain you either. I'm not here to teach you 3 different ways of or 5, 6 hit combo. Like you're gonna pop your jab over and over again, your cross, your 1-2s, your kicks. I want you to get tired to the point where I'm saying, hey, you got this, push through it. You know, it's not, I feel like that's something that's embedded in me. But of course, being with you and learning more of the sit-Reagan system and working specific techniques, building combos, cadence, that has also played in a role and made me a much better pad holder. But my core essence is still that kind of like, I'm basically, I forget how you describe me, Coach, sometimes. You're like, I'm here.
You're a grinder.
Yeah.
You're a grinder, you're a flow holder.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're a conditioning guy, which that works perfect. The contrast, because I'm a real sharpshooter, technical guy.
Yeah.
And a tactical. Usually I'm working with the fighter on tactic, and I can get them tired. I can do your style.
Oh yeah, no,
I can puke you and get you extremely tired. But yeah, I use you for that.
Yeah.
I use you for that, and then I come in and do the polish. Yeah. And yeah, I do a lot of mindset training.
You do.
I make sure they're ready. They got that sharp, the right energy when they're hitting the pads and approaching the fighting stuff. But yeah, the grinder, and you're famous for it.
Yeah.
You get in top shape, and you've been a huge part of the recipe for these 12 rounders. I'm like, go with Art.
Yeah.
They're like, damn. They
Yeah,
know
they
it's
do.
time to work.
Yeah.
It's time to work, but they love it because they know that gas tank's going to be there, and that's a big part of winning in the ring is being fit.
I think Justin said it best once on the podcast. He was like, "Yeah, if you ever want to know if you want to be a fighter, go hit pads with Coach Art. You'll find out whether you want to be a fighter or not." And I don't know if that's true, but I always remember that. So thank you, Justin. By the way, that was a huge compliment. I appreciate that.
That's a super old school approach, and yeah, when you're fighting, you have that tired feeling. You gotta be able to function, and also body gets in shape when you push it.
Yeah,
when you're
exactly.
pushing to the limit every session, your body reacts, man. You're gonna get in better shape instead of staying in the same shape. How come it's taking more than 20 days to get in shape? Got to turn up the intensity, and so you can get some results. Go light, get light results.
Yes, sir.
Got to turn it up.
No pain.
Overtraining, rarely seen it. Rarely seen it. Turn it up. Sal.
What's up?
Trainer Sal. What would you say your pad style is, if you could describe it?
Man, razzle dazzle, mechanics. I do a lot of mechanics stuff. I try and really hammer that on technique, and I mean, I bit your stuff, dude.
Razzle dazzle.
Razzle dazzle.
Me. Come on, but like in all seriousness, I feel like I've bit a lot of your style, but
I see it.
Yeah. But it's also my own little system.
A little twang.
Yeah.
Got your twang on it.
Yeah, exactly. But I also think the contrast is what makes this team great. Like, they have so many different looks,
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the grinder, you got the architect, and you got your boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, a lot of fun, and it keeps things interesting for people. Even though it's not our job to keep it interesting for them, it's still, like, an added benefit for them,
Yeah, less interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's interesting? Getting tired and having the pad holder make you work.
Yeah.
Extremely interesting.
Very.
Like, are you entertained? Like, sweep them a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would agree. You're a very IQ technical. I see you doing a lot of cadence and patterns with rounded weapons. That's very Thai style, especially what I'm familiar with. A lot of the patterns that I use, especially when I'm mixing weapon, is from Sip Mun Chai and some of the patterns that I had the pleasure of learning. Mm-hmm. And I love that. Again, I like you say, the contrast, and that makes a great team. Also, both of you, I can give you a pad assignment. Be like, this fighter needs to do this for this many rounds. And you're able to do that. And I love it. I love having an army of pad men to reach all these fighters.
Mm. Yeah.
It's an honor.
Yeah, for sure.
It makes it super fun. Coach Art, what about your nickname? You have I think you even have like a different Instagram, Cutman Boo.
Yeah.
What is that? What's that all about?
So Boo comes from so just to kind of give a little context. So Boo is a Dragon Ball Z character. He was like one of the main architect villains for the Boo saga.
Yeah.
And so Boo came from, well, obviously I was much thicker back then. But when I would train, it was when I was with Muay Thai Lao. We used to go to Randy Couture's gym, Extreme Couture, for a couple, like 2 weeks or so. And so, of course, everyone knows me as being jolly and happy. One day we were sparring, and this guy wanted to spar me, but he said, "Oh, I just want to do boxing." And I was like, oh, "Okay, yeah, no problem. No, I could do that with you." So we were going, and then I remember I just landed like a sharp cross after I brushed it off with my shoulder. It wasn't even anything. I don't think it was anything strong, but sometimes I don't realize how hard I hit people. And so then he just started trying to wail on me. Like, he just started throwing some soup bones, and I was like, not today. So I remember I pressed him on the cages, told him, "Hey, man, if you have a problem, just tell me, but you don't need to try to hurt me or knock me out. So, like, just take it easy." And so I try to be nice about it. We break, and we keep going, and then all of a sudden, he just starts firing again. And then I remember one of my other teammates was watching from the side. All he remembers seeing is my face just turning bright red, like Boo does when he gets mad. And then I still have my little hair thing, and then you just see me just charging at this guy like I always do, but like with more intent. And then that's where the name came from, because it just became that character. And then I kind of tacked onto it because I really liked it. And then also his architect changes a lot too, because then he becomes a really sweet, caring character. But then sometimes if you still make him mad, he still becomes angry Boo. So yeah, that's where that kind of comes from that character. And if you compare my old picture to Boo now, they call him Fat Boo or Happy Boo, you can see the connection. It's really funny, actually. So yeah.
Sal, are you familiar?
Yeah. Dragon Ball Z. Dude.
Dragon Ball?
Yeah.
I know nothing.
Oh, dude.
You're a Master Roshi.
But yeah, I respect the lore and the fandom.
Yes.
It's just like I see more and more of the Dragon Ball and Pokemon and all of that. And hey, it's got to be something if it's your nickname.
It's fun. Mexican dudes love Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. Actually, the first time I saw Dragon Ball was in Mexico when it was dubbed in Spanish, and then it finally came to the States afterwards. So I thought that was kind of cool. But then with Boo, and then then the other thing is, of course, you can't, with my logo, I can't obviously use Boo because that's copyrighted. So with the hairstyle, I kind of came with looking like a pineapple because I was rounder. So, and then with the hair out, so it was kind of like, that's where Cutman Boo and the pineapple came together. And so that's pretty much the lore. I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Goku or Vegeta?
Vegeta.
Good answer.
Yeah.
So talk about your experience working with me here at UFC these last couple of years and months.
Yeah.
And, no, I mean, we've gone through a lot.
We have.
I mean,
really fast.
Not just this year. I've been looking through the memories and the flashbacks and trying to put it all together. But we've been on a hell of a ride together.
Yeah.
And I'm an old coach. I've been in some big caliber fights. But what we've been doing recently has been some of the most exciting stuff. But how's it been for you?
It's been awesome. I mean, I think the main, I don't think I've ever told you this, but I knew when I came back and after I took that year off before coming here, I knew that if I couldn't make it with you, or I knew you would be totally honest with me if I was just trash or I really didn't know what I was doing, you would call me out like that. You wouldn't sugarcoat anything to me. So I knew when I got here I had to be on my A game, but also I wanted to prove to myself that I was as good as I thought I was. I just never, and it wasn't like you ever told me that. It was just the way you treated me. But originally when I got here, I had no aspirations of I wanted to be a coach or a trainer, but I knew I had to earn my keep, and you would make me work for it. But as for the ride itself, I mean, you literally, I remember when you threw the A1 Muay Thai, you had me work in the corner and as a cut man, because you had to do your whole thing as the promoter, the matchmaker, and then you had Tyler being the head cornerman. Then I came in, and I was like, I remember when you gave me the opportunity, I was scary because I was like, I had not wrapped hands or done cut man work in over a year. So I was like, oh man, like I have to be on my A game. And then after that, then we started training here. Then we got that fight with George at Legends. And then you were like, oh, you're working the corner with me. And I was like, oh, man, like that. It was fast. And it was like, and then after that, we were just rocking and rolling with the fights. I know you had me more involved with the fighters. And I started really taking my role here much more serious. I already did, but just seeing the involvement and earning my keep here. I don't know if it was quick or not, but I certainly know I earned it as best as I could. And I knew that the more and more we got to know each other and the more you saw my work, the more you had me be a part of the team and being a part of the coaching staff. And that meant the world to me. I think at the same time too, like you said, all these fights have been coming through with the big Jack fight, Jack Kirk coming up, fighting WFC, going to Washington. Also, you giving me the trust to work that card by myself because I know we had Encho that the day before. I mean, this ride has been crazy, and I'm very proud of myself too because I've been able to take on any task you've given to me, and I hope I've passed them, or if there's moments of improvement that I've been able to listen to you and work that feedback to get better. But at the same time, this ride has been crazy, and I loved every minute of it. I know one time, I remember in Arizona, you were talking about how, you it's not that you don't say thank you or anything, but you're very militant. You were like, I need this done. I need to get that done. I'm not here to say thank you. And I remember I just told you, like, I don't need you to say thank you. Like, tell me what you need, and I'll get it done. And I think in Arizona, and that was a big deal too, because that was like Encho, Tyler, Berto, Julian. I mean, that was a big deal. And that was actually like my first time actually, and we spent like a couple days together too. So that's another challenge on its own because like we had not really interacted with one another like that. And so it was a crazy experience, but I'm very proud of how it came out. And after that, I mean, we've been just becoming the dream team, as you like to say, and I agree with that. So it's been really a cool ride, and I can't wait to keep going on it. It's a lot of fun.
It's been an absolute movie.
Yes.
I mean, we're living the dream. It's crazy. And again, getting all those opportunities, winning all those titles. You could go your whole career and never get one of those.
Yeah.
And again, coming into the program, just hitting that momentum of the team, unbelievable.
Yeah.
And high stakes fights too. I mean, how does it feel when we're in those? I mean, you see me.
Oh yeah. I think for me, it's surreal. Like, of course, you think about, and your goals are to hit those high profile.
You look
fights.
calm.
Yeah, I try to be.
Kinda. You're sweaty.
Yeah.
You're busy.
Oh yeah. It's not.
I got you doing all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah. It's not sweat from nervousness. It's just the fact I gotta keep moving and grooving and trying to do all these things.
No way. You're warming them up.
Oh yeah.
You're greasing them.
Mm-hmm.
You're in and out of the ring.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're doing a lot. It's always a crazy experience, running the corner during those fights.
Oh yeah.
And I've gotten to where I can really enjoy it, where I'm kind of calm out there.
Yeah.
And but man, the stakes are high, and I'm just super excited to see what's going to happen.
Me too.
It's almost like a lottery scratcher. You never know.
Never know.
I'm going to take what we get, though.
Yeah. I think for me, too, it's for my role, and especially in the corner, is I have to be really calm because I'm watching the fighter's face, specifically for cuts and everything.
Any little shake.
Yeah.
Any little wobble of the knee.
Yeah, anything.
Body temp, the color of the face.
Yeah, especially lips.
Not just our guy, the opponent.
Oh, yeah. If there's like, as a cut man and someone that watches people and seeing when they get hurt, I can pick up when a shot hits. Yeah, maybe your face doesn't say anything, but when your knee buckles or you get that little sidestep when you get hit in the liver, you're like, okay, now we're seeing the cracks. It's little by little, and then you can pick up on those things. But at the same time, too, your fighter, too, like, just being sometimes there's always a trick, and there's a trick to the trade of where you put the ice pack on and not showing like, oh, are they hurt, and they not hurt, what's hurting, what isn't hurting. I think that's really important too. So I try the reason why I'm so quiet and calm is because I'm watching both the fighters, but specifically ours. But Yeah, that's like the biggest trick to it. If anyone's ever trying to be a cut man, don't make a show out of it. You already have so much to deal with already. Don't overdo it. That's how I say.
It's weird from the broadcasting table.
What's that?
Watching our fights, dude, and I'm like
Calling the fight?
Yeah, calling the fight, and you want to freak out for your boy, and you want to stay unbiased. So yeah, that's strange in my perspective.
I bet I've never experienced that.
It's weird.
Yeah, yeah, that would be a tough role to play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the titles. Do winning the titles make you feel more accomplished as a coach? Both of you, like being attached to these fighters and part of their training camps. Do you feel somewhat responsible?
At least for me, yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You should.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's great. That's how I want you to feel.
Yeah.
You guys should be proud. And again, I love it because people say what they want about belts. Some people talk about belts, they don't even have any of them.
Yeah.
But you got to earn them. You got to earn them, whether it's a tournament belt, a single day promotional belt, whatever. You got to put the team together. You got to get in there. You got to beat the other guy. And those belts for me, when I see them, that's what they are. They're just like great trophies of teamwork.
Yeah.
And Berto won them. Incho won those belts, but they had a lot of help.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And designing and executing over years and years. So congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
And get ready, because the belts we won are heavy and real.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to defend them. The NorCal scene, you got legit ranked fighters that are going to come challenge for the heavy belts, and I love it. We got 2 national champions on the team for 2026, and I was kind of going through the review for the year, and it was funny because I noticed I had the lightest national champion at 118, and I have the heaviest.
Yeah.
Super heavy, open weight class, and that's kind of cool.
That is.
Yeah.
That says something about the versatility and weirdness of Sit Regan style. And both of them have very interesting, very popular and entertaining styles to watch.
Yeah.
Not only our guys like them, but everyone tuning in or coming to the shows looking forward to seeing Encho and Berto. But let's talk about it. 2025, we are heading into a new year.
Yep.
And like I said, I was kind of going through pictures and looking at everything that happened. And I think that's what you should do in the season at the end of the year, is to go ahead and take a look back. It's the review. It's the introspection, even how you performed.
Yeah.
And a good time to rest, reset, and go into the new year. But I felt like the end of 2025, and I feel like 2025 itself was a special year here in Northern California and in American Muay Thai. I felt like there was a shift. And I talked about it on the podcast. Listening to some of the other international Muay Thai media, there was a lot said about where American Muay Thai was.
Yeah.
Being behind and limited opportunities and things that were true. But then that changed. And there's been a real ascending since COVID. During COVID, there was nothing going on. You couldn't even have any fights.
Nope.
There was gyms that were closed and having secret workouts. That was just 5 years ago that happened. Even I stepped out of the game. I was going to retire. I'm like, this doesn't look good.
You're like,
Yeah, the fighters couldn't even go to Thailand. That decimated Muay Thai in Thailand at that time. No foreigners could go train Muay Thai. The stadiums couldn't have fights. It messed up a lot of stuff. So seeing it where it's grown since then, It's been really amazing. And again, especially here in America. And I mean, we've always had it. Sacramento, Bay Area, East Coast, LA, Florida, the coastal towns, coastal cities have always had it. But now it's just been blowing up.
Yeah.
And I noticed that the international media pundits have changed their tone. American Muay Thai is getting some positive reviews.
That's good.
It's good, and it's important, and it feels good, and we should. Not that, we're taking over Thailand and our fighters are dominating at one, and, we're still really struggling out there and trying to figure things out on the international stage, but it's what we're doing in America at the industry level.
Yeah.
Like what I was talking about as far as class structure and how to scale a traditional Muay Thai fight program in an American community and gym. That's tricky. That's not easy to do. And we have a lot of super successful gyms like that are producing fighters. And it's really the marketing and the branding as well.
Yeah.
You're seeing certain promotions that are emerging. You have a bunch of new ones, but then you have specific ones that really have professional branding, like Warriors Cup and Rising Stars.
Yeah.
And it's very consistent and well done. The shows are at least once a month. It's easy to be a fan.
Yeah.
Having those shows, though, it starts at the underbelly. It starts at the gym. It starts at the industry level. And again, gyms like we have producing mat-level fighters.
Yeah.
Amateur level fighters. And then what we call semi-pro or the minor leagues, the A-class amateurs who really are our pros. But we've built that ecosystem here in Northern California and in a couple other places in the country. And we need to be proud about that because that's not easy to do. That's something that they're trying to achieve all over the world, including Thailand. You have to have a deep pool. You have to have a deep pool. And to have a deep pool, it starts at those mat level fights into our amateur program, and then those people sticking around long enough to make it into these higher level fights. And we're doing that. And it's like a wave of a momentum. And that's what I was thinking about too. Measuring things in 12-month increments isn't always the move. It's like growing wine grapes. You guys know about wine? This is the wine country. When you grow a grapevine, it takes 3 years for the vine to mature to where you can make it into wine.
Yeah.
And that's what we're seeing here. We've built it up. It started after COVID, picking up where Lion Fight and these other promotions ended off before COVID, and now it's just taking fire. But also we have the gyms. We have the coaches. And they're producing many, many fighters.
Yeah.
So American Muay Thai should be proud.
Yeah.
And it's not just Muay Thai. Americans are great at marketing.
Truth. Yeah.
It's not just combat sports like UFC. And I mean, they've made that into a household name, love it or not.
Yeah.
But we're great at marketing different things. Look at our, professional sports. Even the Mystery Singer or whatever the hell that is.
Yeah.
Dancing with the Stars on Tuesday night. That's huge.
Yeah,
How do they
is.
get people to... So there's lessons to be learned from American marketing. And it's being studied. It's being looked at. And it's being applied within our community, within American martial art industry. And I love it. But what else? Right before the end of the year, Rising Stars 14.
Yep.
Incho, Berto ending the year with the huge national titles.
Yeah.
Big year for Rising Stars.
Yeah.
It's We talked about how much work Sal did.
So much. Dude. How do I do it?
In the volume, between Rising Stars and Knock Muay Challenge, how many shows? There was at least 12 shows.
Oh, yeah.
There was at least 12, so that's once a month. And that was great to see. That shows a lot, the consistency. And the other important note about the shows is the quality of the cards have been absolute bangers with super even, super fights. On every show.
Yeah.
I mean, and again, it just points back out to the pool, but also the matchmakers. The matchmakers, they know the community, they know the fighters, and we're getting some really top-level matches. The other thing is the attendance, and the numbers don't lie. These shows are selling out every show.
Every show.
Every show, and not just this year. Again, the 12-month increments, I think looking at it in 36-month increments.
Yeah.
And it's not just going to be 1 year and then it fall off. It's been like this, 1, 2, 3 year. And that's what we're seeing. This year, everything was bigger. Bigger audiences, bigger fights.
Yeah.
And again, it's not just a 1 year wave. It's a multiple year wave. I think we're seeing a 10-year wave of American martial arts, Muay Thai industry.
Yeah, to see what it's going to turn into, I can't even put a finger on it. Yeah,
it's growing so much and it's expanding, and I'm pretty soon I feel that especially with Rising Stars, like a new arena, a new facility might be needed, because I feel like those shows can even get bigger and better, and that the production is already phenomenal. Just having more space. Obviously that there's more headroom and then revenue and all that stuff, but at the same time, taking that chance and that leap is going to be a big deal, I think. So I think that'll be really rad.
I really trust Lino.
Yeah.
He's an extremely smart leader and businessman, and not biting off more than you can chew.
I agree.
Too early. I might have said Rising Stars 14, but the last year it was Rising Stars 13. Incho won the title. But yeah, watching the crowd come in and out of the Elks Lodge, I think that it works really well for what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
And we've had absolute super fights. And some of the time there it's capacity, but we love that.
Yeah.
Where it's riotous. And then other times it's slower, which some people like that.
Yeah.
They might not like all the people. And yeah, you can come maybe even for 2 hours. It works. Also, it's a total attendance, right?
Yeah.
It's not everyone for the whole time.
Exactly.
They're counting tickets over the entire time. And yeah, it's allowing the budget to go other places.
Yeah.
Like the broadcast. We need the broadcast, and if we had a bigger building, it would take away from, what everyone else needs to get in there. But starting off the year strong, Rising Stars 14, Berto is back.
Yes, he is.
And again, correction, Rising Stars 14, January 31st at the Elks Lodge, and we're hitting the ground running. And that's kind of been my vibe all holidays. It's like we're supposed to be chilling, and I'm setting up super fights.
Yep.
Lino calls me, and he's like, Jack Kerr. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah,
let's go.
it.
So,
yeah.
So Berto, dominating the super heavyweight division, 235. Over 235.
Yep.
And Jack Kerr out of the Resistance under Coach Herney and Eddie Abasolo's old gym, and one of the most dominant heavyweights in America over the last couple of years. Although he's had a couple hiccups recently, he's been one of the main guys on our list.
Yeah.
As far as top-ranked heavyweights and super heavyweights. When Berto first got into the scene, that was one we talked about as an ultimate goal.
Yeah.
And we got some opportunities early, but I felt like Berto wasn't ready. And then last year we were ready.
Oh, yeah.
But the weights were different.
Yeah.
Berto had gone on the 250, and Jack had gone down. We saw him at some lighter weights, so it just seemed like maybe, it's not going to happen. But both of them wanted it. Both camps won it.
Absolutely.
And that's awesome. It's
Yeah.
for the legacy.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? It's for, let's see these two stylists mix it up. And so what we're going to do is go down.
Yep.
Berto's going to go down. We're going to challenge and try to win 2 divisions. They're going to do a catch weight, max weight of 225.
Yes, sir.
So Jack's willing to come up 10 pounds, and Lino and Rising Stars, along with the IKF, agreed to the catchweight title fight. So this will be for the Rising Stars heavyweight title, and it'll be for the U.S. IKF heavyweight title.
Yep.
And a super fight, a real treat for the fans to start off the new year.
Absolutely.
Along with the rest of the card.
Oh, yeah.
Which we're going to go into in a couple of weeks. We'll have Lino on for the pregame special that we try to do before every event. But the whole card, again, great talent on it, and that will be the main event. And that's another thing. I was talking to Berto, kind of looking at it, the stats rounding up the year, and Berto's done this will be his 5-round fight in a row.
Yeah.
8 5-rounders in a row. Also, he's been doing mostly main events.
Yeah.
Every show main event, and I love that. I feel like young Berto, he's used to the stage.
He is.
He's used to the stage, and he's used to that 5 rounds and that main event right in the heart of it.
Oh, yeah.
For all the belts. So that's going to be a great one. Jack Kerr, older amateur.
Yeah.
Right? He's in his mid-30s.
Mm-hmm.
He's been training and fighting a long time. And Berto, the younger, new amateur, only been in the sport for 4 years. And they both have interesting technical styles.
Yeah.
Berto's been dealing with a lot of forward pressure, 300-pound, bruisers.
Yeah.
Kerr fights differently.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see what we can do. I got a few tactics up my sleeve, and Berto is hungry.
Oh, yeah.
That's one thing I love about where Berto's at. Without looking at anything else, where Berto's at in his career, his body, his skill, and his career momentum are all aligned.
I agree.
He's still getting better.
Oh, yeah.
His body is still getting fitter, and he's hungry. His spirit, you see him, he's living it. He wants it, and that's important.
Yeah.
You hear about boxing and fighting is a very competitive mental sport, and you're not just competing with the other guy. You're competing with yourself. You got to want it when you get in there, and Berto absolutely wants it, and so does the whole crew. I'm sure we'll see the whole church there. Back in
Yeah.
B, let's go. I love it. Christian Warriors.
Let's go.
Let's get in there. Also, right after that, me and Berto are going to go to Utah.
Yep.
We're going to go to Utah to do a Muay Thai seminar at Empower Gym, which is in Salt Lake.
Yeah.
You guys been to Utah?
No.
I passed through there when taking trips, going to Texas or Arizona or New Mexico, but I've never actually got the chance to stay there. So I've been through it. Yeah.
Berto was just out there. Berto went out there and did a seminar, and they loved it. And they have a great Muay Thai scene there. One of their main fighters, Jacob Bard, just fought Vaduya for the Rising Stars title.
Yeah.
So we're seeing Empower's fighters traveling into NorCal, entering our scene.
Yeah.
And they have some great fighters. He also fought John Trevor down in the Bay Area.
Oh, whoa.
One of the Bay Area champions, and did quite well. And I'm super excited. So's Berto. It's going to be me and Berto for 4 days out there. We're going to hold some pads for these people. Supercuts coming to Utah.
All right.
And we're going to do a seminar Friday afternoon, open to all gyms. And I'll be speaking as I usually do, but also showing some of the Sit Regan tactical style. putting you guys through a little bit of a workout. And then Saturday night, they're doing a local show.
Oh,
so we're
okay.
going to go to the promotion,
Oh.
and we'll be in attendance there. Come and say hi, guys. If you're in Utah, you see us at the fights, please come through. Also, come to the seminar. If you're in the area, we'll be going over a lot of good technical stuff. I'm not just going to run you into the ground. It's going to be a great time and a huge honor. You know, I've spoken on seminars in the past. You know, I've been into them. I haven't been into them.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't done any here. You know, at our school. Although we did go down and meet Danny Bill before COVID. Got to meet Danny Bill.
Oh, Danny Bill.
You know, just a legend in the sport. Even if he just talked and we got to like have a beer with him, we would have paid for that.
Oh, absolutely.
But he put us through a super technique, man. You think my style's IQ? His is like both sides, both stances.
Oh my God!
You know?
Seeing his highlight reel is incredible, especially with the way he would move, pivot, and he like had like a spidey sense to him. Like just the amount of times he would move out of a way of a kick or a punch, it was incredible. I thought he is one of those slicksters that I would hate to have fought, especially being a Muay mat fighter. God, like I would have been. That's just he's an enigma in there when he fought in his prime. It was crazy.
Yeah, we were a bit starstruck. And he's one of the legends that really was one of our main inspirations in the 90s.
Yeah.
So meeting him in person, I met Barry Bonds.
That's rad.
I was more stoked for Danny Bill. All respect to Barry Bonds, which was insane. I met him at the breakfast spot in Burlingame. No one else recognized him. I'm like, looked right at him. I'm like, it's Barry Bonds. He's like, yes, sir. You know, it was sick.
Yes, I
actually.
am.
My wife's like, Ezra, sit down. I should have got a picture.
I know.
Bro was ripped, too. This was just a couple years ago. He's still let him in the Hall of Fame.
Damn.
Yeah.
He's still big. Literally.
But yeah, I'm excited about the seminars, and I'm happy to get to an age and a position in the Muay Thai community where someone's willing to invite me into their school.
Yeah.
And I kind of been talking trash because I'm getting old. You know, I've trained a lot of champions. You know, I've had fighters, successful ones here and Thailand, and a lot of different things to offer. And I see a lot of times the approach to seminars here are with fighters.
Yeah.
The fighter, it's more of a fighter meet and greet.
Yeah.
And I've had fighters reach out to me like, Ezra, let me come do a seminar with your students. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, maybe.
Think about it.
But I would be more interested in having one of the old teachers.
Yeah.
You know, the guys who train these guys, which I know Muay Thai works a little bit different than boxing, but hearing the insight, you know, and then them being able to explain the technique that these champions are winning with, they would be the guys, you know. So me getting an opportunity is a great approach. And I've seen it before, not just bringing the champion trainer, but bringing one of their fighters or one of their champions, and then me and Berto being the current champion.
Yeah.
I think that's a great approach.
It is.
Also, who better to get people excited about Muay Thai than someone that talks a lot of shit like me? You know, I mean, the Muay Thai is solid, but talking is one of the things that I do.
Yeah.
And you guys know. And it kind of, we joke about it in here, I kind of do a seminar every day. You know, the classes, you know, there are 40 people here. So I'm talking a lot on the floor.
Yeah.
And that helped me to build my speech for commentary and podcasting. So I'm going to do the same thing. They're going to get the full Ezra out in Utah.
Have fun,
You know.
boys.
No.
Yeah.
And
Hold on to those
just what I do here.
bootstraps.
Just what I do here.
Hell yeah.
And I'm looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to doing more. I think that's going to be a thing. We're going to see growth into the middle of the country.
Yeah.
Again, like I talk about, we've had Muay Thai on the coastal cities and communities, but American Muay Thai and its growth, where's there room to grow to? All over Mid-America.
Yeah.
Middle America, and they're watching. You know, it's the world's a lot smaller now because of the technology. So I'm looking forward to it. We mentioned Warriors Cup. I'm looking forward to that show they're going to do collab at Madison Square Garden in March, I believe.
Yeah.
That's big.
That is huge.
It's the fighting mecca of the United States.
Exactly.
And it's historic. Also, we want to gain the viewership of the regular American audience. And when Madison Square Garden is on the ticket, you're going to get randos tuning in for that to see. So I hope they nail that one. And I think they are. Warriors Cup promotion in production is top notch.
Yeah.
And that's a big opportunity. You know, it's a chance to maybe grow back into where Lion Fight and some of the triumphant and these pro mixed cards that we saw before COVID come back.
Yeah.
Well, with the new year, are you guys setting New Year's resolutions?
I wouldn't say resolutions. It's just new goals.
You don't do that?
No. I just feel that for me, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna start it right away. There's really no point of waiting. I kind of find that that works for me, at least. If that's your cup of tea, go for it. I'm never knocking anyone for trying new things, but for me, it's like, okay, like what can I do now so I can start, so I can go into the new year already on top of it, already moving forward with it. I think that's really important for me. That's what works for me, and I think the whole success for this year, I'm gonna try to follow the same going into next year, or this year now, actually. So yeah.
Same old, huh? You got the formula.
Same old, but also kind of going back and like kind of.
You had a great year.
I did. Yeah, I'll admit it. Yeah, I definitely
if
had.
It ain't broke, don't change it. I mean, you're getting killer results.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I think also too, just like you said, doing new things too, and like. I think honestly too, kind of not going backwards per se, but like also this year I kind of lost track of some of the things that made me happy, like in a sense, not just Muay Thai, but then like technology, getting back into gaming, traveling and all that stuff. So kind of now that I'm in this good place of both myself physically, mentally, and spiritually, it's time to kind of just rekindle some of those old things I love to do, and making sure that I have a life outside too. Like, and I definitely do, but I think I can always spruce it up and make things better and in sense. And yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to this year, is keep doing what I'm doing, keep bringing my success, but also bring things that make me happy and enjoy life, you know, besides Muay Thai. So yeah.
Sal, resolutions?
Probably cut back on drinking, you know?
Cut back?
Yeah, cut back.
Is there a specific number? Like, how are you going to go about that?
Oh, man.
Strava? I mean, is it going to be trackable? What's your approach? You haven't thought about it much, huh?
Nah, I just got it written down pretty much. If that's really... Nah, man, I have no idea, but if I could cut back on drinking.
Maybe that's it right there. Just cut back and drink.
Sal, why? Do you feel like you drink too much?
Nah. Nah, I don't drink too much.
Then why cut back?
Actually, the health reasons.
So you do think you drink too much?
Yeah, I was going to say, that's exactly what it is.
Are you hurting yourself with the amount?
I think I'm chilling real good. It's just literally just the physical aspect of drinking.
Yeah. I've seen you when you come in here with your hangovers, dog. You ain't looking fresh.
Hey, I'm still performing now. I'm still peak. But I had the doctor visit, and you fill out the form and you don't think they're gonna talk about it, and they're like, so how many drinks do you have a week?
That's what they lead into, huh?
How many to a day? It's like, you're drinking like 50 beers a week. And I'm like, okay, 60 beers a week. I'm like, okay, I mean,
that's good, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
That's crazy that you'll admit it.
That's
because a lot of people won't admit how much they drink.
Yeah.
Even to themselves. Let alone to their doctor. So I give you props. Like,
I didn't know it was
going to
come back up.
Yeah. What do you mean? That's why they have you write
it.
The
raw data. I'm like, yeah, man. Like
60. Like what? Like no.
Yeah, most people would totally lie.
Like one or two a week. Like nah, man. Put a zero at the end of it. Come on, dog.
But Sal, I like it. And Coach Art, I love it. You got to put a little pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
And be honest. And I think that's where that end of the year introspection, and also, not that anything's wrong with you, but understanding that growth is part of life. And there is changes that are going to happen.
Yeah.
Whether they're against your will or not.
So you ain't lying about
It's
that.
not comforting.
If you can write a couple things down and try to steer the ship, I think that's the way to go. With I don't know if you call it resolutions or I call it maxims.
Maxims.
That's
pretty cool.
I only know the magazine.
Yeah. Kind of like the magazine. Is
Kinda.
that even around anymore?
I don't
know.
think
That's just the one with the hot girl in the
Yeah.
center, the Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, and then
Which you shouldn't be looking at. It's in a sleeve.
No way. I think they didn't have
You
that.
gotta
in a
pay.
sleeve.
You gotta pay to look at that stuff. Put that back, the sleeve on.
Stop it.
Centerfold. There's kids here.
Let's go.
yeah.
Man.
I had a hard time this year. I always set some goals, and I went into the cave. I was looking back. And, what's the tone gonna be? You even asked me, and I was very short-worded with it.
Yeah, I know.
I was in a funk too because I didn't know. I was waiting for it to come to me.
Dude's on one right now.
Yeah, and no, it's important. And what I do, it's not. Well, this year I have some very specific goals and targets, but it's more your intent, how you're going to move into the year. What is your intention? That's going to set the vibe. Is your intention moving in? Like 2023 was balance.
Yeah.
Right? Last year was connection or interconnectivity and using your environment like we've been doing. That's how we're getting a lot of this teamwork done. It's using the connection we have through the community here and abroad. But what about this year? What's it going to be this year? And I'm like, it's the same thing. Right? We did great work the last couple years. So of course, hit those same 2 points. But what am I going to do this year? I think this year my intent is just to continue to do the work.
Yeah.
Continue to do the work and do the work for the right reasons. Sometimes it's easy to get caught up in a race, like we're racing each other, and we're comparing each other's timelines at the end of the year. How many wins did you have? How many votes? To remember that the race is longer, and it's not necessarily with the next gym or the next fighter. There's other deeper, longer things happening, right? With what you're trying to do in Muay Thai, and that was one of the original reasons for starting Muay TV and these different media projects was to serve Muay Thai, to do what's best, not for myself and my personal following, was to help to guide Muay Thai, especially American Muay Thai, into the next generation, is to embrace what's happening and to help it. And that's going to be what I continue to do.
Yeah.
I also want to get better. 2025 was a huge year of growth and experimentation with our team, with the promotions, but with myself. I got to do, let me see, I wrote it down. Sal, look at all these notes.
I know, dude.
Okay, here we go. Boom. So last year I did 9 live broadcasts, and I did 11 podcasts. Mm-hmm. So a lot of airtime, and I was experimenting. I feel like I got better, but I was experimenting with different things. Volume. Sometimes the audio was too loud. Or cadence.
Yeah.
Just talking too fast. Or we didn't know the guy's name. Or we got the name wrong. Or it's just stuff like that. And so I feel like if you're going to be in Muay Thai media, commentary, or interviews or anything else, is you need to continue to put in the work.
Right.
And just because you're a very experienced coach, or maybe you're a fighter, or maybe you're a Muay Thai pad man, that doesn't make you an experienced media person. And you got to put in the work like you're just getting into boxing. So that's my approach, and I'm super excited about starting something. And I'm about 3 years into it now.
Yeah.
Podcasts and commentary and stuff. But I want to get better, and the sport really needs that. Look at commentators and media guys from other sports. They know ball. And they're not fighters. Some of them are retired athletes, but some of them are just talking heads.
Yeah.
But they know their stuff, and they're up to date on what's happening locally and globally. And I think that's what this position requires. So coming into the new year, keeping up with what's happening. Muay Thai's changing. There's always something happening. You got to pay attention.
Yeah.
You got to pay attention to what's happening, and you got to keep up with the sport. And you've seen that mistake in the past where guys will have a real successful career for 10 years, and they did a lot, and then the 10 years after that, they don't really do anything, and then they kind of fade away. And they're relying on the success they had in the first 10 years, but that's not enough anymore.
Yeah.
That's your content from last year's old. In 2026, it's fast, so you got to continue to keep up.
Yeah.
And that's not a lot to ask. If you're going to be working in the industry, keep up. You got to watch the games. You got to come to the fights. And I just feel blessed to be in that position. But I want to get where I'm at. Like when I'm in the corner, I want to get like that on the mic. Yeah. Better. And I want to serve Muay Thai. And again, Muay Thai is going to need this. And more than just me. That's why I dragged your ass into it. I know at first I didn't even want to do it when I did my own show, but I'm like, shit, I need to do it. I can do it. But it's not as easy as just sitting there. We got away with that for the first year. Just sit in, show up, and freelance it. Wing it, but it's got to get better. Also, we want Muay Thai to grow into something that is received well by the American audiences outside of Muay Thai, and even the commentary is important.
Yeah.
So that's one of my goals. Also, in 2026, we got to get a female guest.
That's
on the podcast. And we haven't had. And one of the viewers chimed in, and that was their input, is when are we going to have a female? And you know what? And I've talked about it. You can ask Chris. I've been trying to get female booked, and it just hasn't worked out. But give me a chance. Also, we've only done 16 of these.
Yeah.
So all you guys that are waiting to come on, if you are interested in coming on, text me, message me. We're open to it. It's just we haven't done very many, and we got to get one person at a time. Also, I would hate to be like, yeah, come on Muay TV, and it takes 16 months. You'd really be annoyed at me if I did that. So I just don't. But be patient. That's coming in the new year for sure.
Yeah.
I talked to Sherry out of Chayo. That's fighting. She has the Fairtex Fight promotional belt in Thailand.
Yeah, that's right.
I just talked to her today, and they had some interesting viewpoints from the female perspective. And it's great because the female in Muay Thai has a different world than the men.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to hearing about that and your experience in Thailand, and I know everyone else is as well. What else?
What is it?
Goals.
Yeah.
Intentions. I'm going to start lifting weights more. Lifting weights.
Jacked again?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Because I'm getting older. I'm getting older, and I've lifted weights all my life, but once you get into your 40s, especially near 50, you start getting age-related muscle loss.
Oh yeah.
So, I'm honored to reach that age, but you got to use it or lose it. So,
You're like, nah.
weightlifting to protect your muscle mass that you've built through your life. If you
Yeah.
don't continue to use it, just every year it starts. You end up looking like David Lee Roth.
Oh, good times.
It's like, you look like Iggy Pop.
Ooh.
You know what I
Just
mean?
lizard skin.
Yeah.
He's lost his elasticity. Oh God.
But also, just I want to continue to stay in shape. I've been in shape my whole life. I've reached some of real heights on the bike, and going to Thailand in my early 40s. I want to continue that. Not
Yeah.
that I want to set any records, but I want to continue to hang with the young guys and be ready for a scrap if it happens.
Yeah.
And 41 isn't old. Just kidding. 48 this year. 48.
48.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You never know this dude.
I've been lying about my age for years. No, but you know what? I'm proud to say it. And the hate towards elderly's got to stop. I'm one of them. And you need the old guys. I remember Muay Thai before the internet.
That's crazy.
I know the lessons of the past. So, like the calf kick, it's nothing new. It's coming back around again.
And then it'll go away again, maybe.
But yeah, I'm happy to I'm happy to still be in the game, and I'm proud of the adaptation. A lot of the guys that were in the sport in the 90s when I got into it, they're not in the sport anymore, and here I am. I got one of the infamous Muay Thai podcasts. So I'm super proud of that, and I'm looking to do it for a lot longer. I haven't hit my prime yet. I'm just getting fun in the corner.
Yeah, no goals.
Coach.
Yeah, no, it's fun in there. I think
you need to win this round. It's like Rocky.
Yeah. And then you hear me screaming in the last round, like, come on, man, do it. Hit him in the face. Like, I'm just
We're having a
screaming.
blast.
Oh, yeah, we're just letting go.
Yeah.
Once that last round hits, then I'm talking. After that, first couple rounds, nothing. Last round, do it. Like, I'm just not, I'm losing my mind in there.
But yeah, I think the goals, the introspection, and the understanding and the wanting to grow. And growing in the right way. Because you're growing regardless.
Yeah.
And what are we going to do with all this future? It's coming up. We got another docket. We're happy to be here. And man, imagine if you didn't know anything like from the past. Like the past is black, and you just woke up today like alien out of a pod.
You're like, hello.
Alien 2. Boom. And here we are, 2026. NorCal Muay Thai podcast. I mean, incredible where we're at.
Yeah.
That's how I'm looking at it.
Let's go.
It's all gravy, and I got the blinders on. I got the blinders on, and I'm ready to move forward. It's racehorse time.
Oh, yeah. Same here.
go.
Absolutely.
Now, I mean, we could talk about the growth of the podcast. And we did gain 100 subscribers in the last 6 months since Sal came on.
Let's go, Sal.
Sal, thank you.
The Sal effect.
Now 100 subscribers doesn't sound like a lot, but it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because people are very reluctant to show that visibility.
Yeah.
That number's going up. It shows recognition. It gives recognition to the work. So we appreciate you guys that have done that. And if you've tuned in more than twice and you haven't, go ahead and push that subscribe because it's good for your karma. But
Let's go.
also, you got to love this content. I mean, we got Chris Smith doing production. Deftones
right?
camera crew working right here in NorCal Muay Thai. And actually, Deftones stole them from us. The huge Muay TV fans and Muay Thai fans all around. And then they saw the production. They're like, who? Chris Smith? Oh, yeah. Sting's guy. The main camera guy at, Demi Lovato's guy.
Oh, let's go.
He's coming on tour. So we appreciate you guys' support. But the growth is great to see. And again, the 100 subscribers was a lot because we only had 200. So that's 30%. Is that right? Is my math right? Anyways,
You just nodded your head.
He's like, yeah.
it grew.
Yeah.
It grew a lot, and last year we faced a lot of obstacles. You know, it wasn't all fun times and podcast laughs and drama. We had Sal come in for Justin and switching co-hosts.
Yeah.
And we had you on tour. So those were tough little wrinkles. You know, I'm proud that we kicked on, and I think the Muay Thai community realizes that we're not going anywhere.
Nope.
And we're just really gearing up, as is, you know, the scene here. But yeah, love to see the growth. And actually, this year, I want to do more. That's one of my other goals. It's not a maxim or a New Year's resolution. I want to do more. Now that NorCal Muay Thai is doing more, I believe that our program should do more as well to help support the scene. The other thing is I want to have more viewer involvement, and that's why I was reaching out to you guys. I want you guys to comment when you're watching and feel comfortable to, and realize that we're watching and we appreciate it. And something that I haven't done a whole lot in the past, and I really just didn't know how to.
Yeah.
But I've been learning. Again, I want to get better, and that's one thing we can do as a community. We can use Muay TV platform. It gives us a voice, and we can discuss things, and I would be happy to, and you know I will. The other thing is on-air giveaways.
Oh, yes.
I want to do some on-air giveaways. Muay Thai is packed full of merch and collectibles. And I believe it's like any other sport where we like to collect this stuff. You know, fight posters, gloves, Muay Thai shorts. And what we're going to do tonight is I have a pair of Rising Stars Muay Thai 5. The famous retro Rising Stars Muay Thai 5 shorts, the blue corner, obviously. And this is going to go to the first viewer watching the live broadcast to comment Muay Thai shorts on the live feed on Instagram if you guys are watching. And then we'll send that to you guys. And yeah, I'm very excited about doing that. I talked to a lot of the merch owners and managers, and they're all for it. You know, spreading the culture, and that's a great collectible. Mm-hmm. We should have had it signed by Cy Hansen. But maybe in the future, who knows? But yeah, first one to chime in, those are going to you. I'll check in and get your address.
If you're looking for gloves down the road, you can talk to me about that. And I think I have some really cool stuff that might be coming out pretty soon, and also just some contacts as well. So yeah.
You want to donate them?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's a great way. Also, that's our thinking, right? The merch companies, I'm getting them to donate the merch, and you know, you get free advertising. We're going to highlight your company and see the merch floating around. You know, someone will be wearing them.
Yeah, those are goals for me.
Someone's going to have the Rising Stars. Those are sick shorts, too. I love that colorway. It looks like Sagat.
Yeah.
Oh, God. And then the M150 classic stadium shorts.
And these are collectible.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about that before. There's all types of collectibles in sports, and the Muay Thai shorts. I mean, Muay Thai people just love collecting shorts. I mean, imagine getting a Superlek signed shorts. Sick for the trophy room.
You've seen the shorts I get, and I've given you guys. I love collecting shorts and just getting different types of them. They're just amazing to wear, especially like any of the retro stuff. Chef's kiss. Heck yeah.
Now, end of the year, we have to discuss the end of the year awards.
Ah, yes.
At the end of the year, there's always the awards. And we had our own play on that, and ours came off extremely well.
It was rad.
And it was something that they threw out, and I was all for it. We actually kind of took things from the Dundee Awards on The Office.
Oh.
And we had the trophies made. You know, we created categories, and it was a lot of fun. You know, it was a lot of fun. We had it in the old pub in the neighborhood, and it was a great thing to do. And kind of a play and a different approach on award ceremonies and what's it take to do them. I feel like the end of the year awards, you're either into them or you're not.
I agree with that.
Sal, we're still not sure if he is or not.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's
No
whatever.
way, you're into it. Don't act like you're
I
not.
have my own show.
No,
I have my own award show.
you're
That's
so
right.
into it. You're so into it that you not being nominated produced its own award show. That's the silver
Out of
lining.
pettiness.
Yes.
Hey,
Sent me
it
down a
worked.
dark hole.
Let me make my own.
That's
stuff.
amazing. Now, my predictions, one of my predictions for 2026, and I have a list of them here. We're going to go into it.
Go.
But one is Sal being nominated for Commentator of the Year
Let's
for
go.
2026. I think he bitched and guilt tripped enough.
Dang.
No, but you know what? Sal had a right this year because, I mean, without looking and comparing too much, the amount of broadcasts I had him do and podcasts, and I had his ass doing interviews. So there's only a few people that did what you did, and especially at that volume. Also,
Thank you,
the
Coach.
podcast seat is hard to fill.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
believe it.
It's not an
It's weird.
easy. People balk out of it all. You know, it's not easy to come and sit in long format with my ass for 2 hours and just talk ball. But yeah, you stepped up to the challenge, and I'm proud of you for doing that. And
Thank you.
Muay Thai needs you, Sal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Muay Thai needs the Sal perspective, and
They need the Sally
I'm proud.
Awards.
I'm proud of what you did. And yes, prediction 2026, Sal's gonna go far in the polls.
Let's go.
And you know, get your community together.
Yeah, fair
Get them
enough.
together.
Come on, lizards.
Do a mass vote. Yeah, do a mass vote. Use that Instagram, Sal.
All right, bet.
Let's
Bet.
go.
Now, there's all different awards. You know, we have several different awards ceremonies that's happening, and you know what? It's an honor to get nominated.
It is.
It is, whether you're into it or not, for someone within the community to take the time to go on and nominate you for one of those categories. That's awesome. That's in good spirit. There's nothing wrong with that. So that's how I look at it. And there was a lot of awards our team got nominated for, again, across the board.
Yeah.
And I'm really proud of that. You know, and it wasn't just in one awards show. We got nominated in a couple different ones, and from fighters and coaches, the gym, the media team, both of our videographers were in the same category. We had guys that came out of the original Muay TV team, Olga, that's doing interviews for several different MMA promotions now, Berto, except Sal. But Sal, when the team wins, you win.
That's right.
That's
I
it.
have so many titles. In that
You know?
case, you know.
And Sal, my hunch is they didn't put us in the same category for commentary because it would have split the vote.
Huh?
It would have split the vote because we share the same people that like us.
Yeah, you
know,
think it would
and then it
skew
goes
pe-
to the
yeah,
third
fair
party. It's an old strategy. Now, I think I'll probably still lose, you know, commentary, although the numbers are good. And I had some great runs. I was looking back, man. The Taco Bell, you know, I had some
yeah.
some legendary work on the mic that I just didn't really see paralleled. But my approach to the awards was different this year. And again, I'm very I appreciate the work being seen by the community. But last year we did a campaign.
Yeah.
Where once we got nominated, we're like, okay, let's put our heads together. Let's get as many votes as we possibly can and try to lock all these things down. It became tiresome. It became kind of annoying. And by the end of it, because it's not just 1 week and then vote, it was like a 15 vote process and get your phone out and this is the website, and it was tiring. But we still did it. and we did well. We showed the size of our community and how big our gym is and how many friends and family within the community. And they were all very, very proud. But once it happened again, like 2 years, people were like, this guy? Really? Again?
Another pat on the back for you?
Yeah.
That's what you
Oh,
need?
no.
10 more awards.
Ew.
You know, and
Like
it wasn't just that wasn't just the vibe. It was even within our own gym. You know, the other coaches were like, Coach of the Year again, Ezra. You know, I'm like, hell, it's been a great 3 years actually. You know,
If you really want to count him, like, just saying.
no, so I didn't push any type of voting pressure. You know, if you want to vote and you feel like it was our year, great. But I'm not going to bother anyone to go out of their way and make it some real serious competition. And I think it went better this year. And if we take some home, awesome. You know, it's been a hell of a year. I think the best thing to look at is the team's nominations.
Yeah.
The team's recognition, and then that's the win.
Mm-hmm.
And not just our team, the NorCal team. You know, all the work that we're doing here and what I talked about before with collaborating. We're doing a lot on the cutting edge as far as the gym industry level. Our use of modern media platforms to connect our community and to build the following has been award-winning. And studying, again, in this podcast is one of them. You're seeing that kind of stuff popping up and happening around the world. So we're doing some really, really good stuff. You know what's done really well this year? Was the Muay Thai ASMR.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's doing numbers.
Yeah, we had a
Let's do
little
nubbies.
hiatus. We had a little hiatus where we were changing co-hosts, and one of my students came to me with the idea, Armando,
Mondi.
Yes,
and we put it together.
Mondies.
We put it together, and a lot of you guys have seen it because this thing has about 4,000 views, which is more views than any one of our podcasts, even Eddie Abasolo. And it just points at the use of technology. Also, our team being in the know and in the generation of that type of language, because media is language. Social media is language.
Yeah.
When he came to me and he's like, ASMR, I'm like, what the hell is that? He's like,
what?
you know, the Yule log that burns for 8 hours in the background. You know,
You're
I'm like, oh,
that thing.
yeah, brilliant. Do it. But since then, I've seen a couple other Muay Thai ASMRs.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and it just shows, I mean, none of them are on the level of the Muay TV ASM, but it's just, it's cool. And again, it gives a nod to the innovation and us putting our heads together. Really good Muay Thai, but really good teamwork and use of the platforms. And I told you guys, I went back and I looked for it, but I told you guys YouTube is the future. And the most used app in America in 2025 is YouTube.
I use it every day.
And we've been on YouTube, and you're seeing more of that. You know, you're seeing more use, and that's helping Muay Thai a lot. You couldn't even watch Muay Thai on TV when I got involved. Now you can watch the Raja highlights in your underwear. Like right after it happened.
Yeah.
You know, with great commentary from the Aussies over there calling the shots.
Yeah.
So it's been great. And yeah, the ASMR, I think it's a weird and awesome thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like at your home gym, put that on hella loud.
Just like, who's hitting pads?
Put that on, and it's like you're in Thailand. The cool thing about that one too, if you watch it, it's Sitman Chai before COVID, and you can hear all the legendary trainers, Krusan, they all make their own distinctive noises, and you can hear me yelling like it's the fifth round. I'm like dying in the background there, but it's actually pretty cool. It captures the vibe well. Not easy to do, huh, Chris? 8 hours long.
He's like, it was great to edit. Such a fun time.
But yeah, the awards are interesting. I think once the nominations happen and the voting starts, I think most people are still voting for their teammates.
Yeah.
There's that bias there, and even if they saw what this other person or athlete did, it would be better to just stay super loyal because you have that within Muay Thai. But not everyone does that.
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't do that. You know, I'm going to vote for my guys if we're legit the best, but I have no problem giving the nod to whoever. And that's how I look at it too. It's a win for them, but it's also a win for us because we're all connected within the Muay Thai community. It's just a point at excellence. But I think unless it's like a electoral college of expert leaders and journalists.
Yeah.
If it's not that, it's a popularity contest.
Exactly.
It's going to be who's most loved, who has the most following on social media, and who's putting in that campaign work. That's going to win it, not necessarily who was the strongest in that area. But that was the other thing. I understand people that aren't into it. The awards, there's some positive things, but there's some negative things as well. Comparison. And even though Muay Thai is super competitive, it's tough to compete, or not compete, but to compare careers, or where gyms are at. All gyms are different. All athletes are different, and who's to say this gym is more successful or this fighter is more successful? How do you weigh that? Because it's bigger. Because you had more followers. So it raises an interesting question. Also, comparing yourself to the person next to you can distract you.
Yeah.
It can be a great distraction from what you need to do or what the actual goal is. Also, we already talked about timelines. You don't know, like, you could have had a great season this year, and then the next year not even be in the game anymore.
That is
true.
true.
And especially in Muay Thai, it's like I'm looking at things like it was just the end of 2025. So how did the 5 years go from 2020 to 2025? Who's the strongest fighter there? Who's the strongest gym? Like the timeline's longer,
right?
And not to be, not to take it so hard. If people don't see what you're doing, if you're not getting the notoriety, that's like you're still in it. You're still doing well. You're still moving towards success. You don't want to let not getting recognition rob you of that feeling of success and you actually doing something. And I think sometimes it can.
No, I agree. I think a lot of the time, so people, when they don't see that nomination or that recognition, they say, oh, well, the year didn't work out the way I wanted to. But instead of recognizing, like, you helped this fighter, you gained this many new members at your gym, you won these many titles, like, and then also, but most importantly, like, earning the respect of your coaches and your teammates and everything, that's a huge accomplishment too. So I think a lot of times, especially some of the younger coaches or fighters, they look at that too hard instead of like looking at what they currently have. Instead of just look at what you have right in front of you, and I promise you, you'll see the success, and it's gonna make you feel better than any reward. Not taking anything away from the awards, just saying that as individuals, you got to just kind of pertain and look at what you're doing now, and I think you'll find that success in that.
Well said.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then if it is a competition, run your own race. Remember, the timeline's longer than 1 year.
Yeah.
And then the real awards, those cups, those belts, those paydays, those dream fights, those take longer to get to.
Yeah.
Also, as an older guy in the scene, you've seen guys come in for 3 years and then they're not there anymore.
Yeah.
You could have two guys that are real even. They had 3 good years, and then bang, this guy drops off, and then this guy goes for 10 more years.
Yeah.
Like Incho. Incho's a great example. It's great to see him get some recognition this year. He had a great year, but he really had a great 3 years in a very, very tough division.
Yeah.
And his timeline is weird. He didn't start fighting until 3 years ago, but he's been in the sport for 13 years. So that just shows his timeline. It was like maybe he wasn't going to do anything.
Yeah.
And then, boom, in the last 3 years of a 13-year career, he wins a national title and dominating the 118.
Yeah.
So that just goes to show you. And when you're older, that's the kind of experience you have.
Yeah.
You know, it's not all about 1 year. And to keep your focus on the target. And if you win an award at the end of the year, that's great, but that's not the goal. That's not the target. You know, successful Muay Thai, stay true to the sport. That's the goal. Just like the podcast.
Yeah.
You know, if I lose subscribers, which I have, I'm willing to go through that. You know, I'm playing the long game, and we're here to represent the game, you know, and if some people aren't into it, I'm willing to go through that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but for one person that unsubscribes, they're getting 50, you know, subscriptions. So
Yeah.
it's good, and we're approaching things for the right reasons. You know, not just one little goal. You know, we're playing a long game for the game, Muay Thai.
Yeah.
I think the awards, it's nice. It's a good reminder. You know, looking at the awards at my house, old belts and different stuff that I have, that's kind of what I use them as. It's like old gloves, and I got hand wraps and tattoos and stuff. And they're just reminders, you know, of the past. You can kind of remember where you were. But, man, you know what award I'm trying to get? I'm trying to get the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I want to be remembered in the next generation, someone that helped pioneer Muay Thai in America in the modern generation, gym ownership, managing fighters, the blueprint, and now in 2026, the media, you know, moving into the media space and technology, digital technology. But I'm looking forward to the award show. I don't know if I'll be able to attend any of them. January, February is going to be nuts.
Yeah.
And but I'm looking forward to seeing what they look like and who the winners are.
Yeah.
And whoever it is, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, like a dad. You know, for me, I'm proud of you, son.
Rad.
Now, what about predictions? Muay Thai predictions for 2026, and I have a few. Gentlemen, do you? Trends and predictions. I mean, we had what was in, what was out for 2025. You know, I had a little list that I copied off some other streamers, which was a fun one. But moving into 2026, any predictions what we're going to see in American Muay Thai or globally this year?
Japanese techniques. Seen a lot of that.
Yeah.
You know.
That's the new craze right
Like
now.
what? What are you talking about?
Like the kick, like keeping the post leg with the ball of the foot, the you know, the Yuki Yozen, Noiri style.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that a lot.
Toe stabs.
Yeah.
Mawashi,
Yeah.
Mawashi Guri to the body.
Mm-hmm.
Toe pokes.
Toe pokes. Yeah. That's been like a big thing. I've noticed sometimes when I hold the pads, the boys will throw one, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" Like, "Oh, I'm just working on this thing." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like, I was like, "All right."
Tyler brought that in, but they're influenced by the media, the propaganda. They're seeing the fights, and also we're seeing it have effect.
Yeah.
And that's a great point, Sal. That was actually on the list for predictions. Is we're going to continue to see calf kicks as a part of the game, and then different types of ball kicks using the toes and ball of the foot. And yes, Japanese style, and it's interesting. The use of it. Are guys going to abandon their gym and their teacher's style that they've been teaching for generations because this thing has came about? Is that what you should do? Is that what you need to do to be effective? Also, we're going to see adaptation. How do you defend these techniques?
Right.
not only how they're being used, but how's the game going to adapt to defending and countering these things. Also, scoring. How do you score? Like, are calf kicks high scoring? As far as traditional Muay Thai scoring, low kicks are some of the lowest scoring kicks, especially lower to the ground. Leg kick, and then calf kicks are even lower than that. So how are they going to be scored? And then my question is, why did they go away in the first place? And again, I've been around the sport since the 90s, and I got to kind of see things happen between stylists here in America, like American kickboxing versus Muay Thai, and that went down when I was getting into this sport. But the Japanese martial art fighters and the Thais have a long history, and the Thais were able to defeat the Japanese fighters very convincingly over a generation.
Yeah.
Even so much to where the Japanese have adopted the Thai way of training, even Muay Thai gyms in Tokyo and this type of thing, use of Thai pads and these type of innovations. So you're seeing it kind of come around full circle with the training and the Japanese adaptation to the Thais, and now you're seeing a emergence of these kicking techniques. But my question, why did they go away?
Well, I know for me, when I got into Muay Thai, I've never seen those techniques before. Now that I see them, now I understand they've been around, but they were gone when I started, so I couldn't really even say, because when I got into it, it was traditional Muay Thai, learn the roundhouse. Like you said, low kicks were no lower than up here in the quad area. I remember I got kicked one time in the calf, and it was by accident. So for me, I wouldn't have anything to say, just because the pure fact, by the time I got in, I never seen any of those techniques. Yeah.
I don't know if it was the K1 Grand Prix days where Buakaw came in and made them pretty much change their rules, and that was the biggest spectacle of Muay Thai and kickboxing in the world at that time. And I feel like the influence was just very strong. But now this new wave of Japanese competitor, they're doing very well. And they're beating some of the Thais. Superlek just lost. And, I don't know. It's just like the ebbs and flows of fads, I guess.
Yeah.
It's an interesting point. And moving into this next era, it's a problem. It's a problem, and it's a different era. It's not like before. But, yeah, like the K1 days in the area you talk about, there was some shifting that had already started to happen. But I don't think it's one thing or another. I think it's more multi-layered than that. The influence, of course, and then Muay Thai, pure Muay Thai, what it looks like in Thailand. What's effective? I think all those things come into play. But you have the modern fighter; they understand the Thai system, and then they're re-implementing these jabbing style kicks. So it's a different era, and they're using them very intelligent. And we even saw how effective and really sad to see. And it kind of brings up my last point. Tawan Chai.
Yeah.
And Tawan Chai, and I talked about, he's one of my favorite fighters over the last, 6 years or so.
Yeah.
But his leg development, his leg structure is incredible, world class.
Yeah.
And that calf kick, just right in the right spot, the leg is vulnerable, and took him out. And, man, if it could do that to him, it could do it to anyone. So it needs to be respected, and a big part of the game moving into this year. Calf kick, teep, ball kick.
Yeah.
Can you condition your leg for that?
Getting low to there, that's...
Well, that brings up my last point.
Yeah.
I think one of the reasons, and I'm not for sure on this, I was very young at this time, but in the business sport of Muay Thai, like in Thailand, where these guys are working together to make money, they're fighting very frequently, the chance of injury to the boxer when you're going to the lower leg becomes extremely high.
Exactly.
And makes for a less entertaining fight. So phasing out of the calf kick as a kind of a general rule in the industry to keep the boxers fighting and not just going for the, like stomping on the knee.
Oh, yeah.
Or breaking the fighters. How long is the fighter out? They're out for a year, maybe forever if you break the leg. And it can be on a grand champion like Tawanchai. Like, how long is it going to take for him to come back? Are we going to see the same Tawanchai? Is it worth it? Like, I know it's a super effective real strike in combat, but yeah, what's it going to do? It's a real strike. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But I think, that might have been part of the reason you saw it go away is just respect for each other in the ring. You want to fight the next month. You want to fight in 2 weeks. That's not necessarily the mentality here. But in Thailand, you see them working together. The circuit fighters know each other, and they're working together. They got to eat.
Yeah.
They got to make money. And that includes fighting frequently. Not huge super fights, but fighting.
Oh yeah, no, just fighting. I know out there the culture is like you go in, you fight, do your very best, try not to get injured, because you're going to be back in there like 2 weeks after the fact. So you're just trying to maintain yourself. But yeah, at the same time, like you said, like the calf kick, like when you got someone that doesn't understand that rule or understand that respect, look at it this way too. That guy probably what they did to Tawanchai, they're going to be like, oh yeah, I did that. I did that to him. Like, I'm just guessing, but you never know. It's just like, no, but you just took away this guy's like way of life for the next year. So he might not come back, or he might not come back the same. So it's a different time. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, I had some other predictions. I know we're running short on time here. I believe this year we're going to see more of the same structure in American Muay Thai we've had, with the A-level amateurs really dominating the scene and those type of promotions. A lot of our amateurs will continue to go to Thailand. You guys that are looking to go to the next level, there's a solid model and blueprint for how to do that, and that's still the move. You can fight in Thailand and live there for long periods of time and gain that experience from a large pool, and you can still come back home and be eligible to fight in A-level amateur fights, 5 rounds with no pads here, and that's really a great thing. I think we're going to continue to see that. Also, we're going to see the continuing growth, not 1 year, but we're in a 10-year growth of American Muay Thai, and that includes moving into the middle of the country, not just California and New York and Texas, but these other states emerging, and American Muay Thai becoming more familiar, continuing to capture the interest and be enjoyed all over the country. The other thing, we're going to see more smokers. Ending the year, we saw record attendance in the PMT and these type of mat events. So we're going to see competition for the PMT. We're going to see other smoker events available, and that just points at the growth. That's going to help to continue the growth is those grassroots mat-level smoker fights, and giving people an opportunity to try Muay Thai before they step into the roped ring. And I think that's about it, guys. Smith, I got through that quick, man. Yeah. But, gentlemen, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was great.
Coach Art,
Loved
Trainer Sal.
Let's go.
My main guys. Pleasure. And, again, I want to thank you guys for taking your time. You could be doing anything. If you take even 10 minutes to tune in to Muay TV, we appreciate you guys. And we'll be doing a lot more for 2026. Look for us in a couple of weeks. We'll be doing the pregame special, and then followed right away by Rising Stars 14. It's
Let's go.
Montano Kerr for the U.S. heavyweight title.
Don't miss that fight. Come and support Muay Thai NorCal. It's going to be one hell of a night. It's going to be a banger, y'all. Let's go.
See you guys next time.
Yes, sir.